right, let's see if this mofo is going to work. It is Tuesday, the 24th of March, 2020, and I think that we are underway as near as I can make it out to be. And good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening to you. It is a blustery today. Blustery day today. I had to shift gears today. Hello, Odds and Velveteen and Almost Uber. Nice to see you. I was going to be out and about today, but it was intermittent rain and windy and pretty chilly today. Hey, Kathleen. I got a marriage proposal today. I did. I probably ruined it when I replied. Yeah. How you doing, Nocturnal? Hello, Emily. Hello, Missy. No, I am not officially engaged. What is the appropriate amount of time to respond to that? Yeah, might just be a sign of the times, right? I think they were just pulling my leg, right? So I hope everybody's doing good today. This is a nice gal. She said, Rosie, probably be worth having somebody like you around the house for shits and giggles and things like that. So pop the question to me there. How you doing, Gypsy? Nice to see you. Good evening to you. A wedding on the rancho. Can you believe it? Hello, Laura. Nice to see you. Hello, fellow quarantine neighbor, Chris. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday night to you. I hope your crew, you and the girls and everybody are doing well. My neighbor, a few streets over there, nice to see you. I've been walking around quite a bit lately, and I'll tell you, it has been good. Hi, Joe Smith. Hello, Jasmine. If you guys have a chance to walk around and get some air straight, don't keep them going to spread the room. And no, it's not that. I think it was just a joke. Hello, Jewel. Nice to see you on the other chat today. Hi, Cupcake. How are you doing? I'm exhausted making food for my daughters and cleaning. It was funny. She's like, you're probably worth keeping somebody like you around, Rosie. And I'm a good cook too, she said. So I'm like, okay, send pictures. My part of Texas is quarantined. Yeah, is not my reaction that they hope for. So I have a little bit of little bit of fun tonight. A few laughs. Yeah, I know, Janice. Nice to see you. I hope you and Bruce are keeping safe in the great Midwest there, which I probably know you are. I am doing good, Cupcake. It was I have to have they send the appropriate. The pictures I want to see. You could bake your own wedding cake. Exactly. So, yay, Kathleen. I will dance at your wedding. Isn't that something? So happy to see you tonight. Hello, Quinny. Always a pleasure to see you, darling. Chris says, I'm drinking some good Sonoma wine. Well, you're going to be helping the industry out here. Chris, I guess I should get with the program and stop drinking all the product of Anheuser-Busch Brewing Company, right? Does anyone know if the virus is in Russia? It is. It is. Good evening, Joey D. I hope you're staying well. You're probably going a little bit of a stir crazy. We need some laughs tonight, and laughs we shall have tonight here. I know there was the expectation that I was going to be live streaming on the road tonight, and I really thought about it. I want to kind of be cautious, and I thought to myself, if I go chooching around Healdsburg and then at Windsor at nighttime, it's not going to have the same effect as going during the daytime when things are more in a visible lockdown mode, because it's let's face it, at 5 or 6 o'clock at night on a Tuesday night, a lot of these shops are going to be closed anyway, so it's not going to be a remarkably different thing. So what I decided to do, if the weather permits, and I'm not going to go out when it's blustery and cold outside, because I can't really have a beer to warm up and I can't really get anything to eat out there. Although I did find a whole two canisters of Clorox wipes today. Jen was looking at me like I just came home with the prize pig. Let me see if I got them here. Oh man, the big 78 wipes, and the other one, woo, kills cold and flu viruses. And I've had these babies for a while, and Jen looked at me today and I could almost see a tear rolling down her cheeks when she saw these babies. They're like gold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one in the van. Now I feel empowered if I go out someplace, because I do want to try to support some businesses if I can, but I can wipe down the containers and things like that if I get something, and wipe down the plastic silverware and things like that. I think I've been doing a good job of isolating and keeping Missy Jen isolated. God of Destruction, Broly, how you doing? Let's see, the dollar store is moving next to Food Max by March 31st. It's almost empty. I was wondering what they were doing. How you doing, Julie? So I'm happy to have these. I saw them taking shelves apart, and they're saying, oh, a truck's going to be coming up. This was Sunday. I guess we popped in Sunday morning, Saturday after we were shopping, and I guess the truck never showed up. Coronavirus lives on stuff for 3 days. It depends on the surface that it's on. They're moving. Huh. Well, I don't know, I guess, Chris, if they're going to take that down for the redevelopment of the, it was supposed to be a Mexican village up there, but I kind of doubt with finances in the state that they're in right now if that will happen. But that was a good find when I was cleaning up today. It was like... the scent of, I don't know if it was orange fusion. Yeah, orange fusion there. And I got that one. And the other one was, I don't know what it is, bleach free. I don't know what the heck it is, but it says kills cold and flu viruses. That was good enough for me. So far so good. I mean, we got a long way to go here, but we're keeping our spirits up. Rub it in. There you go. Cardboard 24 hours, metal 48, plastic. How you doing, Sugar Cane? Nice to see you. It was a good day today. As you guys know, I did buy some positions in the market yesterday, and they absolutely exploded today. So I'm happy. I'm happy I haven't lost my trader's instincts a bit. So we'll see how that pans out over the next day or so. Hello, Dee. Nice to see you. So my girl, I stocked up weeks ago on those things. Good. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Thank you, sweetie. Says, I love listening to you. Well, we can have fun. Drink a few beers. I've got nowhere I've got to be tomorrow. I have had some extra responsibilities, but that I've been taking care of. Check on a neighbor. How you doing, Craig? Nice to see you. It's always nice to get your message in the morning. I get a zillion things. I don't always get to reply. Hello, Ilva. Nice to see you. The farmers will be glad if grain and soybeans keep going up. Julie, I don't know if you saw. The thing I put up on the community post page, my community page on Rosie Murphy. It's funny you should mention that, Julie, because they have, sometimes you got to really scroll down for very tiny stories that have the potential to become big stories. And I put on my community page on Rosie Murphy, which I do a little more of my economics stuff on there, about how nations and countries are beginning to hoard food here. So it should be a concern of you guys. And I once again went ahead. Oh, thank you, Tricia. Thank you. Yeah, that was on Jay Hayes's. So, hey, Carrie Joe. They say by Easter maybe it'll be better. I don't know. We're going to keep it upbeat tonight. I'm happy. I'm just going to do a little short plug and just tell you guys, if you can get bulk stuff, restaurant supply, they'll be sitting on a lot of stuff these days because obviously the restaurants are closed. But they do have bags of flour, bags of rice, bags of sugar, things like that. It appears to me as if food prices are only going to go one way, and they're going to go quickly. And there could be a real pinch worldwide. And you don't want to be when that next wave, when that money's hitting the accounts of people and they're out there buying with the next wave. So keep alert and keep on your toes. Brandy says, you're always cool as a cucumber. They called me Dr. Ice in the basketball days. Right up on the free throw line. Down by 1 point with 2 shots to go. With no time left. I had a proposal for marriage today, black-hearted, probably tongue in cheek. I don't want to have chickens. Well, beef is up. Beef prices on the commodity futures have hit 2015 levels and rising. There's going to be a big offtake of food. Thank you, Dee. Good to see you. They call me Dr. Love. I bet they do, sugar cane. Like a man with a slow hand. I like a man with an easy touch. Ooh. That's sugar cane. You just know it like honey, baby. Don't ever get married again. Never, 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 never. What is it? What is my saying? Yeah, well, I'm okay, D. I'm still, they didn't put a ring on it yet. Love is blind, marriage is an eye-opener. You know what I say? I have not seen anything from D-Dubs for a couple of days. I would assume that he is doing okay. Once in a while, he goes underground, and he'll surface a couple of days later. I'm not sure. They've closed some of the parks and things. He may be making his way home. I'm not sure. Yeah, marriage is a hard no. Who would put up with? It would have its moments. Oh, thank you, Blackhearted. Yeah, hey Timothy, how are you? Nice to see you. Go through. I won't be scared when I lay my egg. Yeah, reason I can't do. The reason I can't do chickens is Missy Jen is allergic to the dander on chickens, so she doesn't really want to deal with them. I think, depending on how, there you go, D. That thrills me. One night with D, would be so great to me. My fingers would flee all over thee. Sandy Callie, how you doing, Penny Pincher? Nice to see you. So, I don't think we're going to do that. Depending on what the situation is, I think, I can't really plan. I can't really, as many of you, I'm sure you have vacation plans. Some of you, and Sandy Callie, I hope you and the Texas crew are doing okay down there in the great state of Texas and staying safe. I don't know what the advisability of travel is going to be. I do know that not even 1 week into the shutdown here, and I've been back, I think, over a week now here. First couple days of Governor Gavin Newsom's order to shelter in place, things were pretty much empty. I try to gauge this every day because I walk the dog. I walk Georgie. And I take him on, okay, Sandy, I'm sorry. Hey, Bean Sprout. Hi, Lucky Beans. And I go by the same shopping center. Now, 3 days ago, there were some cars pulling up to the Jack in Box, up on the corner of the Avenue of Love and the Street of Shattered Dreams. They have the Jack in the Box. They've got the inside closed. Okay, fast food places aren't opening up their eating areas. They're just handing it out the window, which I guess is okay if you can wipe things down or whatever. You're still taking a chance, handling and money and change. I'd just be like, keep the change. I don't need it. I don't need that. But now, today I walk by and traffic's back up. Things are popping all around. And the number of deaths and infections is climbing here. And maybe it's something unique to the American culture. I just don't know. We're used to freedom. Yeah, Larry Hogan was on. I thought he was shut in Maryland. I think people would not. I'm not sure, Joe. Get to listen. Oh, thank you, Sandy. That means a lot to me. Hello. We got two Sandys. Sandy and Sandy. Fifth Brandon. She will be having a baby coming this November. Okay, well, just be very careful. There's definitely somebody that should. And Julie, I did get your message today, so all good thoughts to you. You have to be careful with pregnancy, extraordinarily careful, almost to the point of isolating yourself when you have that. That is statistically the highest risk group in this situation. But I went by that parking lot today, walking by, and I was like, wow, this is like a regular day. Of course, the liquor store is doing great, but now the ice cream place is open, the Mexican places, hairdressers gone full tilt. The sports store for soccer, and I'm just thinking to myself, wow. Let's see, Rosie, do you believe the warmer weather will slow down? Remains to be seen, Bean Sprout. Remains to be seen. Oh my God, Sugar Cane. Thank you, Maybella. Nice to see you. We just keep our lobby closed. Good for you. Okay, Junker's not pregnant, but hiding in the bunker. Woo! We just don't know the answers to those questions, Bean Sprout. And, you click on the media, you click on me, and you've got to be very careful not to sound like one of those know-it-alls that is going to educate a guest. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is honestly put it out there. You don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. My thought is that things will probably drop down with heat and with humidity, because I know viruses don't transmit well in high humidity, warm situations. They prefer dry air where particulate spittle and slobber can move greater distances. In humid weather, it hits kind of the wall of water and kind of sinks down. So. Let's see. Hey, Carrie Joe, just got back from I'm surprised the governor hasn't issued stay-at-home orders yet. I'm not sure. I mean, Dee is down there. I don't know what the situation is with hotels. I don't know if people are staying in hotels that go down. I mean, I can certainly see from the point of view of a state like Florida, it's all tourism, right? Florida is like the ultimate service industry state, right? Warm weather, nice sunshine, some beaches out there, plenty of RV parks and places like that, but it's the ultimate service place. And Florida really needs that for its ability to garner tax revenues. Cities like Miami Beach, I'm sure, charge a very stiff room tax for hotel rooms and things like that. So I don't know what the story with the hairdressers is. People are going live less since we've been home. I thought everyone would be live daily. It's the only way stopping to shut down. It keeps changing occasionally. What do you think? What do I think about it? I think the dollar will win out, Dateline. And I think that will be, could have some very difficult consequences. Maybe the president's trying to, think about Easter and what that will mean with the warmer weather coming, and maybe the virus will tamp down. Certainly New York shows us that continuing explosion in the number of cases in New York. Now we have Long Island, because people are fleeing over to Long Island and then the Hamptons and out on Long Island. We have Korea had been quiet as heck, and just tonight they're reporting 100 new cases in Korea. China's spreading it everywhere again. So You tell me. The problem is we don't have the experience, I think, and this is going to sound terrible. Yeah, Bean Sprout, that's the thing. And so is Nancy Pelosi. And I'll get into that in a minute. It's people were horrified in 1918 to see walk down the street and see every other house would have black crepe or white crepe or gray crepe on the doors to signify that somebody had passed away. Warehouses would have overflow of caskets everywhere, and funerals would just be a constant thing up and down the street. We don't have that. We have an invisible, what I call an invisible epidemic. How you doing, Mouse Toes? Hey, Goldie. And because the visibility is so low, and we're so shielded from video of people struggling for their last breath, or they'll put up an occasional video of a spring breaker who says, his trouble breathing. Don't do what I did. Be smart. Don't hang around other people. We're really being kind of shielded. The herd mentality, immunization. That's right. I think Trump is thinking, just face the fire. If 3 million people go down, well, the rest will be there to tell the story, and we'll have herd immunity. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. John, I'm working on a vaccine, has to pass FDA. I know a lot of people are working on vaccines, but suppose the vaccine came out tomorrow, it's going to be of no benefit for perhaps a year. It'll be able to reach in measurable quantities. People will receive it, and then it takes a couple weeks after that to begin to produce antibodies to it. So, we have to go back to work, and so we'll see what happens. Bring your respirator. Who has more to lose? I'm concerned that. Now remember, Bean Sprout, I'm pretty apolitical. I mean, I'm right down the middle on politics. To me, it's just watching it. I'm not an avid follower. But you have to think, you have to believe that Trump's thing is to get it moving forward, get this done. Don't put a bill in with all this extraneous jive, money for the Lincoln Center of Performing Arts and money for Planned Parenthood and all this underwater basket weaving boondoggles and whatever else they're going to put in it. There's just get to the heart of stuff. And she's using this opportunity, I think, to try to put these things in, and I hate to say it, to slow down and maybe throw a torpedo into the works so that it will affect the presidential election, because she's got her eye on the bigger prize. She's thinking about appointed Supreme Court justices. She's thinking about the long haul, right? They have these Democrat strategy sessions, right? About we got to think, what's the long plan? What's the long view? Well, we can't have the Supreme Court get even more young judges, and it'll be 50 years, right, of conservatism. So I'm just afraid today. I got my first gut feeling, Bean Sprout, that I kind of got a glimpse of what I thought her game plan might be, and it wasn't pretty in here. Give the people what they need. Don't dress it up with Christmas bows and ribbons and every kind of boondoggle and every kind of neighborhood block grant for this, that, or everybody's had a week now to come and bring all their pet projects and crap. Yeah, we're all thinking about the long haul, Bean. I just give you my, hey, Simon, how you doing, Simon? I just give you my thought, Bean Sprout. There's no weighing in on anything, because politics is a shambles these days, let's face it, okay? Just get it done now for the people that need it. Exactly. Yeah, okay, very busy these days, Goldie. Good. What's up, Juice? Nice to see you. I could say a lot about Biden. Listening to some of his interviews, I just don't know. I thought I'm a scatterbrain. Sometimes. I'm talking. Yeah, we just got to work together. No sides here. Nothing like that. There were some smiles today. There were some smiles today. I felt good today. I mean, I got the joy of seeing a monster 2,000-point rally. Woo! Biggest one since 1933, which also coincided with the Roosevelt and being elected in the big stimulus and all the thought about what was coming. There's amazing parallels in history. Whenever you see a date like 1933, it should ring a bell in your mind. March of 33, and then you flip it and give the people a majority of the money. Hey Jay, I just don't know how it is. I mean, it's just like you cannot seem to get anything done cleanly these days. And I don't know how many pages this thing is now. What, 111 pages or something of this? I don't know. You got to have a longer term plan, because even if you put money in people's hands for 3 months, there's so many moving parts that haven't even been considered yet out there, and they're popping up left and right. Liquidity issues in certain markets. I mean, there's this ask landlords, please let people be rent free for 3 months, and now the bankers are like, whoa, some of our people that have real estate, they're tight to it with mortgage payments on their property. They depend on the cash flow of boarders and renters. You can see this domino effect that goes back, and people are clearly concerned. Some people are already being evicted, let's face it. In California, we see that. Biden ahead of Trump. Hey, Gil McLovin. Hey, Hop Frog. How you doing tonight? So, I don't know what the conclusion is. We certainly know in the Void we have a very split... we're very split on politics and things like that. So I guess we always will be. This was my thing, Madowix. If we, how many days is it till Easter? Right? When is Easter? Does anybody know how many days it is to Easter? Because if we let it rip at Easter time, so I don't know 19 days, right? So you better be right. You hear these doctors and stuff, and they're all about, man, we just got to shut it down. Did you see what they're doing in India? It's nationwide. It's a shutdown. A true shutdown. Nobody's going anywhere. I don't know how in the hell the people are going to eat. There's a lot of poor people be slithering around in the dark, grabbing, and I'm sure there'll be midnight street vendors and things. But that's the only thing you're going to be able to do. They have the cure, huh? Interesting, Gil. But you have to understand. How you doing, Ravens? You got to understand that Korea thought they had it licked, and today they have 100 new cases, which probably means those 100 people have been out and starting to spiral. I don't know. There might be something unique about this that we just don't know. The latency. Some people show no symptoms at all. They can be super carriers. Things like that. It's hard to say. Doctor was there. I think that was Dr. Fauci. Is his name? New York won't peak for tooth, but some think we should open it. Well, let's do the math. If we're now on a path where in New York they're doubling the number of cases every 3 days. So do the math. Take it forward about 10 days or so, 10 or 12 days, and see what you get. Italy's on the climb again. Yeah, you got to be positive. I like where you live, Simon. I think that you're in a good place. 8 a.m. tomorrow. Wisconsin's safe-at-home order starts until April 24th, later if needed. I'm not really sure country back roads. I've talked about that a bit before. Shit's hitting the fan. And my way of being subjected to shock and all past. Aftermath is up. Some states are about 4 to 8 weeks, according to the professionals. I don't know. They're building big facilities here in California. They've got ships, Navy ships. I think in another couple weeks. Well, I don't know, Ravens. It just seems that naturally the topic wants to. It's a topic du jour. We could talk about your wedding dress, what you're going to wear on your wedding night. If you want to put up a pic, I can put it on the share it on the. And do a little modeling for us, honey. That'd be all right. Hey, Cobra John, how you doing? I don't think people are going to be worried about toilet paper, but you need to be ahead of the curve. If you saw my community post on the Rosie Murphy channel, you saw the link where countries are starting to hoard food now and embargo the export of food. So we need to be aware of that. I'm afraid of a catch on my 59, and then I will finally rest me. Well, that's okay, Sandy. I got a couple years on you. I wouldn't mind chooching a few more years before I go to my eternal rest. I get most of my daily news, no, not from YouTube. I go around Bloomberg, New York Times, Washington Post, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and then I have some sites I use for charts and graphs of markets and things like that. So uncertainty's always been a fact of life. I didn't like Bloomberg as a politician, but he has a great information setup. Vote for Bernie. Well, we have Tajikistan and all these countries are now, they're a big wheat producer. They're stopping their exports and stuff. It just makes sense. Gil, I don't know. I imagine that these, okay, sometimes he just goes off in solitude and does his own thing. He could also be working very hard now. There's a tremendous demand for delivery, people of every kind, jobs of every kind out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he's making some coin out there right now. We can't grow rice in our western countries. We grow it in Louisiana and California, places like that. We grow plenty of, the Bloomberg terminals are great, but they're expensive. Crazy expensive, but they're great. So that's where I get my information flow from. And I search for very small stories that could become very big stories. The food hoarding, which is natural. That's why I told people you should try to get bulk commodities now before the next wave, and then the food price inflation begins, and then we have the government exerting price controls on food, and then you'll have people really start to do some crazy crap in stores and things like that. I don't want to see that happen. Yeah, hospitals are hiring big time. It's a very high risk thing. There's a lot of people in the post office that are coming down ill now. There's people in UPS. There's people in Federal Express. There's people at grocery stores that are starting to fall out now. So I thought I was chooching too. A couple things happened, Vintage. It's cold and blustery and rainy out here today. It was very chilly. And number two, by the time I was thinking about going out today, it was already late afternoon, and I thought, the streets aren't going to look much different in the evening because a lot of shops would close their doors anyway in the evening. So what I need to do is get out there about 4 o'clock and shoot till about 8 o'clock, different areas. Then we'll get a better idea. So I think tomorrow might be a better day. I think we got clear skies. and that should do. FedEx and Uber are hiring. They're hiring. Yes. That's one sector of society is booming. Thank you, Joe Smith. I worry about, I think you have to regulate your body temperature and try to keep that as even and tempered as possible. And I can do that unless the wind's blowing, and then it becomes a little difficult. And let's face it, March and April are terrible months for flu anyway, for regular flu. How you doing, North Shore? How you doing? How you feeling today? 1 ml mayo, putting muff, bake 35th. That sounds pretty good, Cheryl. How you doing tonight? 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of mayo, putting a muffin tins, bake 15 minutes. No leavening, huh, Cheryl? I guess you beat that really good to put some air in. No, Hurricane, no. Oh, I'll bet. Sorry to hear that, North Shore. Still feeling like crap. Are they like popovers, something like that? Most of the dinner rolls that I ever made are yeasted ones. They have yeast. And I'll make like a clover, the clover leaf ones. And they turn out real good. Hey, Prepping, how are you? Nice to see you. So my next thing, I would like to try to secure some decent quantities of flour and also some yeast to be able to do more baking. But guys, what's going to happen? I mean, who had plans here? We have about 150 people on board right now. Did anybody have any? Hey, Oz, how you doing, sweetie? Anybody have any plans? Was anybody going to go on a cruise? Anybody going to was going to go a beach holiday or RVing or something like that, or going to visit relatives? I mean, I can imagine a lot of things. I don't know what to do. I can't wait to get out on the road. Yeah, you have a shortage of flour. Couldn't buy any today. All gone and shot. Yeah, I can't wait to get out on the road, but I have to be careful. Okay, Timothy's, I'm hiding in my apartment forever. Queenie, I got a nice marriage proposal from a gal in Ohio today. I'm gonna get married. We're gonna have a baby. Oh, Chef says I canceled my trip to Galveston, supposed to go this week. And good evening to you, Chef. Nice to see you. I had plans to go to, is that Denali? We're going to have some friends from Denmark now to go take care of my nephew, but his surgery is now postponed. Boy, Missy, you're the only one in your family that can take care of cousins and everybody. Plan to go to Europe in April. Not going to happen now. I'm going to go to the kitchen and the powder, maybe the bathroom. There you go. Cheryl, today I saw 1 million initial applications for unemployment in Canada, smashing all records today, which I thought was rather interesting. My daughter was going by cruise to Mexico. Well, I know you, Lori, being a good Jewish mother, she ain't going anywhere now, right? Yeah, the whole globe. One in the Book of Mediterranean cruise will likely never make the trip. Jackie, from what I heard, you're pretty young. So there'll be plenty of opportunities. I'm not sure if people want to go cruising anytime soon. I think social distancing will be so ingrained in people, it's going to take a year or two to beat that out. I went nuts. Oy vey, tell your mother you're not going, you break your mother's heart. You're going on a cruise. My life, no grandbabies. You're tearing me apart. Tell me you're not going to tell your mother you're not going to go on a cruise. I'll make you something nice to eat. We can sit down. We can discuss it. We can plan something else. We can have Uncle Harry come over. You always liked Uncle Harry. He did the little magic trick with the tissues. Right? Very entertaining. Right, Uncle Harry. I'm going to tell her grandfather. There we go. Oh, man. John Travolta thought he had Saturday Night Fever. That's funny. Maybe now won't touch me with a 6-foot pole. Do you at my shop? And I look like I'm stuck in my shop. Well, yeah, I mean, Cobra John, I think you're one that'll make something positive. Thank you, Lori. I think you'll make something positive come out of that. I mean, you're not a guy to sit around on your hands, on your bum doing nothing like I am. I did a lot of cleaning and a lot of straightening up today. And then I'm going to get into the shop. Oy vey, don't we all wish we had a Jewish mother once in a while? But Harry, she's not good enough for you. Trust your mama. I know she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, but she can't take care of you like your mother did. Does she cook? Do you even know if she cooks? Does she have a pot or pan in the whole apartment? Did you even check? Did you check the trash can for fast food? My God, don't tell me that she does fast food, please. Please, I will not sleep again. Yeah, mommy knows best. Oh, you guys got to check out. You probably never heard of her. I was looking at some old, I absolutely adore Las Vegas. You guys know that. It's my home away from home. It's my touchstone for feeling good. When I go to Vegas, I feel great. Okay. Just the whole vibe. The daytime, you can chill out. Nighttime, you can do the chooching. And I went back and I was looking at some old videos going down the strips from the 50s and 60s, and it's pretty cool to see. A lot of them are home movies. They're all jacked up. They're all the cameras all shaking all over the place, but there's some pretty cool stuff. And I'm looking at the signs, the marquees of some of the hotels like Caesar's Palace, and I'm looking up some of the names of who's performing like in 1966 at Caesar's Palace. And I'm looking these people up on YouTube and Wikipedia and checking out their lives, because I don't dox people out, right? I don't pay for people's background checks, but I do look up people, famous people. I do dox famous people to see what they're doing now. And there was a name on the marquee at Caesar. It was called Bell, Belle, and the last name was Barth, Barthe. I think Belle Barth was her name. A Jewish comedian out of the Catskills, and man, you want to talk about funny as hell to see some of her old shtick and stuff. It was great. I don't know. I've always gotten along superbly with I'm a Catholic, but I've always gotten along superbly. It's the same thing, Catholic, Jewish, not much difference between them, but I've always gotten along wonderfully with my Jewish friend, and I've always enjoyed studying the culture, particularly mothers and sons, right? That's always very much fascinated me. You break your mother's heart. You bring this, what has she got? What is she going to do for you? Is she going to make you happy? Think 5 years. She's 35 pounds heavier. You're like, oy vey, what happened? Will the love still be there? Trust your mother. There's Miriam down the block. She still asks about you every time I go to market. It's like Goldie. What is Goldie? They see Miriam, right? She's a nice girl. Hello, Rico. My daughter had her Fitbit broken. Yeah, I'm sure, Julie. Yeah, Italian on one side and Greek on the other. That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. You've got to get out of the way of the hands flying around at the, can you imagine Thanksgiving table? I know, are you kidding me? I was down there. Don't talk about it. Look, I'll tell you something. Shut up. You don't tell me to shut up. Listen. I love that stuff. Yeah, I just love that. I love. We all got to laugh, snap out of it. That's right, Queenie. It's the hand thing. It's beautiful. It's absolutely yeah. I'm dying over here. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love sociology. I love to study families, family units, neighborhoods, how people hang together and interact. I think it's so doggone fascinating. Um, yeah, let me get something to drink. I'm gonna have just I think I'm gonna have a soda right now. I reserve the right to have a beer later. I've been on this keto thing. I don't want nobody. Good old Bill Barth. I lined 100 men against the wall, and that night I banged them all. And she was really a dirty foul mouth. She was really a foul mouth comedian. Anyway, I sat there this morning and I was watching the raindrops, and I was just kind of thinking, coming into April, which I hate April. I can't stand April. Whenever something bad happens, it inevitably happens in April. At least in my world, people die in April. Taxes traditionally due in April. Allergies begin in April. There's just something horrendous about the month of April, right? When I was in college and I studied. I don't know. I needed a crappy course. I took I don't know what the hell it was, English poets or some T.S. Eliot was one. April's the cruelest month, and I thought, oh, what a weird dude, right? I think February's like the cruelest month. So I was wondering, because that's the time I used to go to Vegas, because it was getting real warm. It would get 80 degrees during daytime, be real comfortable. It'd be in the 40s, 50s, chooching around at night. It was great. And I was just wondering if I was ever going to, if Vegas was ever going to be the same to me. Yeah, taxes were extended there. They were extended in California too. All the filings, and then in the middle of all this crap, here comes the census thing. Right? Are you white or black? If no, are you this? A derivative Indian of the 12th order of the Cherokee tribe of the Geronimo sect of trying to fill all this stuff out. You did your taxes over the phone. Nice. Yeah, Insane Chess says tornadoes and taxes season. It just seems... You think the elections will go as planned? I do, Janie. I would be very, very, very hesitant. They're talking about this voting by mail or something like that. Man, that just sounds like a contested election till the next millennium, man. That would be a nightmare. Nightmare. See, we don't know here. This is it's weird. On one hand, we're kind of unique as Americans because we think, okay, we devoted our time to being sequestered or being off to ourselves. We've kind of sheltered in place. All right, now it's got to be over. We can go out. Okay, we did it. Yay! It's like Trump. Okay, we all did that. Counting the do. Okay, yay! The bell rang. We can all go outside, and I don't really know what the shape of the world is going to be in November. I've got no concept. I mean, it could be business back to normal, or it could be horrendous. We just don't know. We don't know if this virus is going to taper off. It seems to me that if there's people running around the streets, there's delivery people in New York, where there's Postmates and Uber Eats, and Uber drivers are getting sick. They're trying to file for unemployment. Uber's denying their claims. Pizza people running around, people running stuff out from Walmarts to people's cars, and I don't know. I really don't know how. I mean, I guess we think it's something special in our American makeup that the virus isn't we're not getting enough exposure, I guess, to the death and the suffering aspects of that. I don't know. Its tentacles are all over the planet. Well, they are, Opiami. They are. How you doing, Huck? But the point is, on street level, we've not, in my lifetime, well, during riots, we've been under orders to, I mean, after 9/11, I think there was a curfew order. I've been under curfews quite a few times. I've been under, I don't know if I'd call it martial law, but certainly National Guard on the streets of Baltimore. Nancy Pelosi's erstwhile older brother and crappy mayor. As soon as people run out of money, the riots will say, it will high watch, but you know, I don't want to go there. In reality, the day that I think nobody even remembers Howard Ruff anymore. You probably do, high watch. Probably his books will make a comeback, but he always said one thing. He was a financial advisor in the 70s that was all about gold, silver, gold, silver, gold, silver. And then things crashed and blah, 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 and people forgot about him. Howard Ruff, he was like the first prepper, right? The first big time prepper. And I always remember one thing that he said. He said, you don't want to be on the streets the day the welfare checks bounce. You don't want to be in Dodge when the rough report. Thank you, High Watch. And I thought, wow, you said a mouthful there. So, I don't know. The biggest risk of social disorder, it's not the elderly. It's not a lot of the working class will still be working. It'll be the young people. It'll be the young people that are disaffected and pissed off. So, over half of EMSs are under quarantine. Yeah, I'm sure, High Watch, right? And the other half in New Orleans that aren't under quarantine, I hate to say this, they're trying to figure out a way to get under quarantine. Okay. Do you hate me, High Watch, because I said that? Hi, Dave. How you doing, boss? Yes, Sonoma County has 34 reported cases. So, do you hate me for saying that, High Watch? I think that's okay. You know, I mean, it's New Orleans, right? If you can slide into. Thank you, Maybella. That's what intrigues me, is if we've got police officer. I think this morning our police chief Navarro had a press conference, and he said like three Santa Rosa police are tested positive. Hey, Canadian chick, how you doing? Yeah, I've gotten good reports on the boss. I've been checking in with Janet. Goodnight, Carrie. I'm pretty happy about the boss's progress. This is going to sound like a terrible thing to say, but I'm glad he's out of it for a while, to not be in the flow of everyday life. That's a good thing. So, you know, boss thinks he's rough and tough, and yeah. Let me at that virus. Yeah. So, yeah, I've gotten good reports on the boss. So, yeah, he's too stubborn to get sick. Yeah, I'm going to be concerned, but not at expense of blaming Boomer. Blaming is ugly. The president landing on the internet making a bet. Yeah, I was right there today. High watch. Remember, I bought yesterday. I was right, like, bam, right on that point yesterday. The old trader in me was right out there. I think it was at the 1897 level on the S&P, something like that. Fools administering here, all the had Starbucks in the testing area. They all get it. No, I'm not exhausted. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I want to go out chooching tomorrow. I hope it's not windy. March is always windy. March and April around here. Yeah, I talked to Bobby. Bobby's not working. Nope. I've had Starbucks. I find it a very underwhelming and overpriced experience for me. So I never really got a lot out of Starbucks. So Bobby's doing okay. I've been taking very, very extensive precautions here to minimize. I've been walking a dog. I've been not talking to anybody, which is very rare to me. You know, I'm a person that loves to come up and chit chat with people working in their yards and chew the fat. And I've just been walking around them and trying to be upwind of people. Walk past the taco places. They're all serving up the tacos, sitting out at the tables, just as if it's usual. I hope it doesn't. My gut feel tells me there's no chance to contain. There'll be no chance to contain this thing with the way that things are going right now. I need to be out too. I can't sit home. But I do have the social distancing, particularly in this neighborhood, because this neighborhood would be a hotbed of infection here. The way that people live right on top of each other and a density in here packed in like rats in this neighborhood. Anti-social distancing. That's why I was saying it's going to be, we're not going to revert to the old ways by the time this pandemic peaks. And the headlines are really horrific about, numbers of people sick and numbers of people deceased. Nobody's going to want to be sitting next to anybody. Is there some sort of commercial cleaner you can hire to blast the heck out of the corona? Man, good luck, Julie. Let's see. Smart move rose for 30-foot fire department EMS a ventilator in New York. Yeah, I heard a baby's got it. I heard a teenager in California died. So, yeah, we got a pretty good sized property here. And I'm happy that we're not on the top of each other. I do feel sorry for some of the people that are in there's so many apartment units right here that people are packed in like sardines. You have multiple families living in one place. I still see a lot of kids congregating in parks and riding bikes and shooting baskets and playing, and I'm concerned. It is crazy, Lori says. How does Trump think we can go back to normal by Easter? That's crazy. It's the business person in him, Lori. He probably got a call from his blind trust manager of his property saying we're going to need some more cash for some of the Trump hoteling empire is also there's nothing like having a little skin in the game when you're president, right? To kind of move things along and just toughen up, y'all. Just get out there. Yeah. Self-immunize, herd immunize. Get out there. Get in that property. Get into the roads. Get that teeny weeny bikini. Get in that pool. Get yourself some sun. Enjoy yourself out there. Corona's been around since November of 2000. That's probably correct, Queenie. So, yeah, nice hands. Yeah. So I don't know, High Watch. It seems China has new cases popping up. Singapore is going into panic mode. Hong Kong is rapidly becoming a basket case of the Orient. Korea just had 100 new cases today. So let's be real. Let's be realistic. I made back to the Bahamas. Oh, you made it back to the Bahamas safely today. Oh, I did cross the Pan. I didn't know you lived in the Bahamas. Hey, Lavender, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Canadian chick. I'm working out at home now. I'm on a keto diet. Let's see, might have to be careful. Hubby's immune suppressed. Missy Jen has no immune system, so I'm being super cautious. I'm running her, trying to run her errands, trying to keep her tied down is really tough. And sanitizing and disinfecting and everything. So we got to be careful. The dorm is an RV. Thankfully, it's not big. Well, yeah, we'll hope for the best. Keto is meats, cheeses. It's no carbs. Oh, you live in South Florida, staying out on the boat, self-quarantine, away from people. Very smart, Krusty. The vet won't even see the service dogs to clip me out. I got a tooth that's screwed up. I got a filling that's got to be drilled out. And call the dentist office. It's like I'm calling a recorded laugh line for cheer you up. Just get a doctor to write you some antibiotics if you feel an abscess coming on, and check back with me in July. It's like, really? It's like, really? It's good for my diet. I don't feel like chewing on anything. Lost 125 pounds in a year. Yeah, same like you. Stock up on the Orajel. Yeah, I'm going to stock up on cigarettes. I'm going to start smoking again. Lobsters are free until the 1st, then April 1st. Mahi season's open. I'm set for free food out there. Emergency only. Eye doctors. Now, a lot of, interestingly enough, a lot of primary care physicians are in very dire straits now because they're not seeing patient flows, and most people are staying home. Ozone generator size of mailbox bet $100 on Amazon. What does that do, Rico? What does an ozone generator do? Does anybody know about an ozone? I know the Orioles, they have an ozone in the stadium. Smoke up, yeah, that's it. It's like, just enjoy life, right? What's the point? Missy's like, no. We canceled March doctor's appointments, so I know I've been on my plastic surgeon's mailing list for, of course, years, and I get periodic mailings. We're just having Skype consultations and things like that. For doctor phone appointments only, yes, or Skype telemedicine, doing it that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Our primary care won't see us or not ordered, and then we may get them end of April. UV lamp HEPA air filters I use mainly because I'm how I feel too. Yeah, Joe Smith. Ozone generator produce the toxic gas. Ozone are sold air cleaners. Deodorize, disinfect. Yeah, people in lockdown minus this virus would go berserkos, utter chaos. Well, I think people. That's what I'm trying to say, Opiami. In my opinion, and I'm not sure if you heard what I said when I began my stream tonight, that I have been taking a lot of walks with the dog and increasing my exercise quite a bit, trying to maybe walk 1.5 miles to 2 miles a day, give George some exercise. And I'm observing what's going around. 3 days ago, you could hear a pin drop. Even last Friday, you could hear a pin drop in the neighborhood. Just hardly a car. I stood out in the middle of the streets and showed you guys hardly any traffic at all at one of the busiest intersections normally in the city. And today I went out at about 4 o'clock with Georgie today to take a walk, and the amount of traffic, the parking lot, the little shopping center up on the corner here, block up on the corner, it's full of people, full of cars. And most of the stores were open. The hairdresser, the sporting goods, the automobile insurance, hairdressers, sushi, liquor stores. It was like a regular day. And I was thinking to myself, wow, this ain't going to be good in another couple weeks. Let's see, Maybell's around my boyfriend had a doctor's appointment. He had him outside his office to get his med. Okay, well, I can understand that. We all take, people are taking extraordinary precautions. I mean, in the UK, they're asking doctors and nurses to come out of retirement. So some states are about to fine people on respite, breaking and shelter, and many others. They'll think about it crazy, Ed. In a week to 10 days, I would not be surprised if there comes into force a mandatory national shutdown with National Guard deployed in cities in California and around the United States to just all-out attempt to just break the back of it. Otherwise, you just might as well just do herd immunization and just be prepared to deal with 3 million bodies and 15 million people hospitalized or whatever, however that works out. That's it. Yeah, good, Joe Smith. You be careful. You be careful. Return on the New York party paying paying $6,000 a week for ICU registered nurses. Yeah. You may have to in mind, I'm not coming back on land. Good for you, Krusty Panda. I know some people that it won't go down over there, but Opiami, this has not struck home with people enough. It didn't strike home to me until I was on the way back, until I was down in Vegas, and we had no order to shelter in place. We had no order, no casinos were being shut, nothing. Planet Fitness were open, every restaurant was open, everything was full tilt. And people were packing up, and I could hear people taking reservation cancellations on the phone. And I thought to myself, I'm getting the heck out of it. I'm getting out of Dodge now. Okay, but we haven't had the experience of knowing somebody. Well, we're starting to now in our community, and my thoughts and prayers are with the people that have been infected with it. But we've not seen within our local community the word of mouth yet to scare the hell out of people. So my math came in closer to 10 mil. So I'm on the boat in my channel. We're 500 yards away from the cleared. Are you on a, I guess you're on a mooring ball, Krusty Panda, huh? Yeah, Navy hospitals moving Navy ships. So it's nice to keep yourself entertained. There's always YouTube. YouTube traffic is up, but ad revenue is way down, and that's going to be collapsing even more in the coming weeks. It's just a fact of life here on YouTube. They have also received notice today that they have removed all high definition from video play to save bandwidth. So nothing will play in high definition. I thought one smart movie left Vegas. I got out of Vegas in the nick of time. I'm not done. I'm going to, my plan was to go down to, drive down to Laughlin, then go down Laughlin, and then go down to Scottsdale, Tucson, and Yuma, and then over to San Diego. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm like, I'm going back to the rancho. I said, D, I don't care what you're doing. He's like, I'm just going to go out to the, out to the land and countryside he likes that, dude. I said, I'm heading back to the rancho. Getting while the getting's good, and got myself pretty much sheltered in place here. I guess it's gone on, I don't know, over a week now. I'm not sure when I came back. Cruise ships, the cruise ships will crazy head places. I feel quite sure empty hotels in Las Vegas will be commandeered into hospital rooms. You have hotels that have been closed due to failure, like the Lucky Dragon down near Naked City there. What's that? They have 265 rooms, and there's quite a lot of places that are sitting empty down there. They'll probably commandeer some of those places. Can you go upriver towards the Black Lagoon? I'm not sure what that is. I'll try. I started making plans to bug out. So, yeah, deadbeats. Well, not anymore, Skunk Cake. Not anymore. That got pinched like a ball sack. Okay, like a Subway esophagus meat sub or a ball sack sub. Okay, that's it. Probably unless they're sick would be quarantined there. I think they will, Catherine. Let's imagine, and we hope it doesn't happen, but Nevada's a good sized city. I don't know if they've been told to shelter in place. Maybe Laurie Green knows. I don't know. I know the casinos are closed. I know the restaurants are closed. I know the police have gone around and issued citations to some businesses that remained open. But let's just say you have X number of hospital beds you're very medically underserved in the Las Vegas Valley. You can see a time where the governor just, eminent domain, just says, look, I'm sorry, man, pick a hotel in your portfolio. Okay, we'll pick Circus. Okay, you can use that one. Right? It's a shithole. It's like, I don't know, 1,000 rooms right there, right? Manor, that crappy place, the roach-infested place in the back. The governor has the power to do that, so. The last thing, I just remember seeing that $10 hot dog, and I blacked out. What was the $10 hot dog, Melissa? House them at the Manor, they will have money. That's what I'm saying. If you're staying at the Manor, you got bigger fish to fry than worrying about. When I saw the number of roaches and things that were infesting that property, holy smokes. Hey, Jen. Neil Diamond, Rendis, and Jane, there were Corona theme on YouTube. I saw that. Entertainers are going to be in a pinch. Concerts canceled. You tell me how that works out. The entertainment industry. Well, housing price, yes, I believe that they will crazy head. Takes time to ripple through. This generation getting a long overdue lesson in economics. Its history repeats itself. Yeah. We all do, Skunk Cake. Every once in a while we get a beat down. We get reminded that life doesn't move along a straight line. It moves in some big ups and downs. Yeah, they're letting out prisoners here too. Cracklin' Rosie, Celebrity Rose. Oh, Cracklin' Rosie, do. Oh, you and Dee, we're gonna get a dog, but it was $10. Oh yeah, Melissa, yeah, that was outside of the the El Cortez. Like, what? I'm in Chicago. I can get $1.50 real Chicago dog. It's super wiener, right? Or wiener circle. And you're going to charge me $10 for that thing? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jetman, you lucked out tonight. That's how you're doing here. Dipshit, welcome too. Yeah, they lost their job at Hollywood. But the good news is, guys, and you know it's coming. When this thing passes, which it will pass, and we have a much reduced spendable, disposable income in the United States, and some measure of people trickle back to Las Vegas. You tell me what's going to happen to those resort fees, and be honest now. That day comes, I'm going to be in here crowing, buck, 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 buck. I will have a true $9 hotel room once again in Las Vegas. And it won't be a hostel. Okay? I'm telling you, the race to the bottom in casinos, in properties is going to be unprecedented. Unprecedented. I don't see him going away. I will concede. Okay, well, it'll be an interesting point, Cheryl. We'll have a gentle lady bet. We'll see what happens. I just see that as I can see the promotion for the month of January. For the month of October, no resort fees at all of the Caesars properties, Caesars Group, Caesars Entertainment Group. Wow. And then the MGM Group. And then the Wynn start to all fall in line. And it's like once you take them off, you can't put them back. It's like the future of movie theaters. Could they be obsolete? They could start to deliver more movies at home. The overhead, the number of people that want to go to a theater and support it. Learning. Who knows what the future of colleges will be when all the rich people from overseas stop paying their high out-of-state tuitions. A lot of big changes coming. Yeah, all the casinos are closed. It's always Caesars. Yeah, $10 hot dog with a smear of mustard for 75 cents extra. Dee and I were just floored. He was like, you got it, there's $10. $10. I'm like, oh, hell no. He's like, come look. We just hit the outer limit of price ridiculousness for a damn hot dog. That place will be gone. Drive-in movies, yeah, they'll be back. I'm like an online class for college, better and better. I think it's going to be the wave of the future, crazy head. It's going to be like shopping malls. Why do we need to deliver education in a classroom setting? You want to have office hours with the professor on Fridays between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Skype call, and there it is. Sandy. A lot of things are going to change. A lot of insurance companies are going to say, man, that telemedicine stuff worked good. Okay, so we're delivering medicine more efficiently now, so we don't have to reimburse the same rates for office visits and all that jive. Can we invite you? Yes. Yeah, endorse drive-in theaters. Hello, Deb. Nice to see you. Nice thing about drive-in theaters now. I mean, when I went to a drive-in theater, this is going to sound awful, and I had the little speaker thing that you would. This was before you turned the radio to the channel and you listen to the, a low power AM broadcast that you would tune your radio in. They had the little things that you would hang, and I hung it on the rear view mirror. And one time I'm getting down in the front seat and get crazy, and I hit that thing off the mirror, and that thing fell and hit me right in the... Oh! I still remember that. I think that was the Benji's Drive-In in Baltimore County there, Joe Smith. Yeah, I was just going to say the Benji's. So, oh man, that hurt. Whoa, it's like wow. Usually it was a date that was like I'm ready to go home now. I was like, I'm ready to go home now. The drive-in near Fort Lauderdale is still up, and they don't allow you to sit outside vehicles. Is it smooth in here? I didn't see smooth. How you doing, smooth, if you're in here? Now, a lot of these old drive-in theaters, they've been converted to flea markets and stuff. The big, give them a coat of white paint. It's cheap as hell. A little Bluetooth deal, and everybody's ready to go, right? Just pull in, scrape the weeds up, and maybe come in and just throw down some blacktop or something, put up a little concession stand, you're good to go. Cheap. Compared to building a 14-plex theater. Special car for them, all sorts of free perks. That's nice. Drive-in. Believe it or not, we still have one. There's some drive-in Scott's got. Yeah, they would have a playground, and let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. Do popcorn, soda, and candy. Dentist wants to see you Monday. You got those rotten cavities. Yeah, the Ritchie Drive-In, all stores there now. That'll make it fun. Scaremongering is common practice. I don't know, Opiami. This will write itself. I've tried to be very level-headed about... I've tried to be very level-headed, but I have to be realistic about things also. So, and I think the things that I have positive, and the suggestions that I have given so far have been pretty much spot on about the food and about preparing yourself for the next wave, what could be coming. It doesn't cost you anything. Food inflation is coming. Yeah. Our campsite we had is a drive-in for the kids on the... That's nice. That's nice. Economy. Well, we'll see. Annoying mucus. We all have a stake in it. I sure hope so. I want to get on the road, man. I don't want to see. I mean, it'll be interesting, but we'll see what happens, mucus. We'll see what happens. We've been dealt this in my lifetime. This is by far the most terrific smash that has occurred. And if my trader guts or instincts are correct, it's not over yet. So, yeah, it keeps us alive, Scott, right? Hey, Red Cup, you had one of the pop tops climb up the light. You can see the movie out front. That's cool. Red Solo Cup had the pop top. BW campers, they're nice. When you come down in price, easy to make your own drive-in now. It's just something cool with being around a lot of other cars there and having the big screen. It's kind of nice. You get a double feature. Sometimes they even had a triple feature. They'd run one at midnight to 2 a.m. You'd get your first feature like 8 to 10, then 10-minute break, and then it would be like 10:10 to 12:10, and then they would have the some monster flick or something to end the night. It was nice, and you paid $2. Yeah, a lot of the there's more than one. There's quite a few workers pulling up positive now at Amazon warehouses. So even though they've told them maintain a social distance, it's still all the stuff you're handling, right? Even with gloves and, right? It's, you can't, I think we're finding out, Watch, that you can't have it both. We can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you wholesale sacrifice some measure of human life, and there will be people that will willingly do that for good money, put themselves on the line, or you, in the name of public safety, you just cut it all. There's no, I don't think there's a middle ground. I don't think there's a solution in the middle. Yeah, I was right there, JA. I bought yesterday. I'm going to be unloading on any rally tomorrow. So, see, Jersey has across Gospert's incoming order with diluted bleach. That's what I've been doing, Krusty, is wiping things down. We open stuff with gloves, dispose of the boxes, get the contents out, sanitize them, then get rid of the boxes and wash our hands thoroughly. They keep Kroger working $2. I wonder if they'll stay with this once this is over. Jamie, probably not. They're going to let a whole ton of them go because shopping will reduce to just people with money in their pockets and stuff. It'll be a much smaller trade. Yeah, the sad thing in Italy, they're having to choose who gets ventilators. And didn't the governor of New York say, Mr. President, you pick out the ones that get the ventilator. So, yeah, it's a tough decision, but we're going to have to do that. You're going to see that by mid-April. It'll really be, and in my opinion, it'll be full blown that time on a huge scale in the United States because we're not taking this seriously. Yeah, the second wave is a lot worse. Hippie girl co, exactly. The second wave was the killer. I hate to say it, but those decisions made in nursing home. Yeah, it's terrible, TNR. I can't imagine that. That would just shake me to my core. That strikes home. No ventilator, 80 or over. How old am I? Okay. I'm starting to be pushed to the back of the. I better shake him a little bit. Nope, still plenty of life in that one. Yeah. Come on up, honey. Give us a little show. Annoying mucus. What do you base that on? This will be over soon. What are you basing that on? Just disappears in a week or two. The virus. People no longer can transmit it to each other. What do you base that on? Lodging a big cast of doctors compare age and expect. Yeah. Yeah, it makes me sad too, Jamie. No shade, mucus. I'm just curious. I'm next. You can have mine because I'm ready to leave. And that's sweet TNR. What happens if the country reopens on Easter? We have a national Easter egg hunt. When will baseball come back? Does anybody even care right now? It's crazy. How many people are looking at the entertainment page now of the working on a medicine? Okay, but that medicine and that vaccine will not be available in quantities. It'll be make a significant defense. Hey, Linda, maybe if they have a medicine that works, maybe by June or July, it'll be an effective enough doses that it'll control at that point. Or frightening 1%, but probably higher. Baseball season is 14 games. It's a short season. Get out there and win. This is our MVP for the 2020 season. Our Cy Young Award pitcher won 2 games. Oh, Pam got tested today, huh? This is our home run leader, 3 home runs on the season. That was it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the Hall of Fame. Russia unleashed more than 500 lions to ensure that people were staying indoors. Wow. She's getting started. Buckle up. Yeah. We're already running short on that medication. Us with lupus using me, and now we're having problems. Yeah, it's going to be terrible. Yeah, a lot of 400, a lot of 600 hitters, huh, Hugo? I'm in the record books. It's the greatest season of all time. Yeah, football is a 3-game season and a 1-game playoff, right? It's right to the Super Bowl. That's it. How long does it take to get a result? They have a 45-minute rapid test now, Queenie. Just not a lot of people are going to just go off and get tested. That's the key. And a lot of people don't show any symptoms. I don't want nobody. As long as there's beer, I'll always be here. Banga banga boinga. Hey Aaron, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. I'll have to see lions. Might they be feeding and talking to them, and most likely be. I hope zoo animals are being fed and taken. I believe that they are. But you want to think about tigers and lions? Think about Roy of Siegfried and Roy in Vegas, right? That poor bastard got his face torn off, right? I don't want nobody. Ultralight time. Yeah, I'm not going to drink too many tonight. I've got a lot of crap to do. How many of you are still going on a grocery? I go to a grocery store, Red Solo Cup. What I do, no, she could be Opie on me. Stay tuned. She's pulling my leg. When I go to the grocery store, I just shop. First thing I do, I get all my meats and everything. I bring stuff home, and then I take all the items and I put them in a separate area, and I don't touch them for I haven't touched them since we went. We go Saturday morning, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow's gonna be Wednesday. So, and then when I unpacked everything, put everything away, I washed my hands and then sterilized really, really well. Wiped down all the doorknobs, all the door handles, refrigerator, everything. Wiped everything down. That's good, Tia. No, I only go to the grocery store once a month. Yeah, the less you can go, the better. You know who does not have ads? I'm not sure. Crazy Head. I got no idea, honey. I have unsubbed and moved on, but I don't watch that anymore. I didn't know what to do. The thing is, just do your normal shopping. Maintain a social distance from people. And then when you get home, if you have some of these, or a little bit of light spray bleach or something like that, or a Germex or something, you can wipe all your containers down. And I believe that should do the job. You can wear gloves too. You can get wear surgical gloves during the whole thing, and then when you get home and you got get in and get everything inside, just leave it in a pile. Take off your gloves and just kind of clean everything one at a time and put it away. And then after that's all done, just scrub your hands thoroughly and hit them with some sanitizer, and you should be good to go. Be careful. Yeah, that's the currency. Yeah, this is the orange scented one. Is anyone sewing the mask? Hospitals have been asking for them. Are they effective? Is a mask that you sew at home effective? I don't know. Yeah, you can't use ibuprofen and things like that. You should use Tylenol, Panadol. You can go to restaurant supply houses. You can go to Home Depot, places like that. Their paint department, they have gloves. Something's better than nothing, right? It's mainly the people. Of course, I have to put right away there. That's right. They aren't very, but they're better than absolutely. Some nurses are having to share masks. It's really sad. I think Nebraska was. I think the University of Nebraska Medical Center was doing a test on sterilizing masks. It's amazing to me that you couldn't pop something like that into a microwave and just blast the hell out of that thing. I can't imagine a virus could live through that. Yeah, rubber mask, you can pull the filter and inhale to see if you have it. Double folded t-shirt material does filter out lots, but hard to breathe. It's around 100% tightly woven cotton double. And that will really, that'll really do that, huh? Yeah, Harbor Freight has gloves. A lot of places have gloves. Restaurant supply houses have them. Truck stops have them. Truckers, you like to wear gloves sometimes when they're fueling up and handling diesel and things like that. They are desperate. Just take cloth off and wash. It could be, it's a bit germ, but not crazy. I don't want to touch raw meat, so I always have gloves. Good. Harbor Freight had donated all masks in their warehouse. Well, that's good for them. That's it. There is a procedure for sterilization. No offense, but obviously a trained hazard is better than nurses when it comes to masks. Yeah, her fever never gone over, but she can't taste or smell. Yeah, I hope it works out okay. Oh, you use rubber gloves for dishwashing. Yeah. I microwave my mail. I hit it 30 seconds, turn it over, spread it, hit it 30 seconds on the other side. Then I take it out and I let it sit there for a while. Can't hurt. And then when I'm done dealing with it, opening it up, I'll scrub my hands. Scrub my hands and sterilize them. Yeah, he's always watching mucus every single time I go live to try to get material. Yeah, but you can see every day the interest just goes down. There's nothing there. Nobody cares to talk about it in this chat anymore. When you pump gas, use a glove. If you don't have a glove, use a bag. Protect your hand immediately. Throw it away. I'm a good reader. If you don't have thicker gloves, just to get decontaminate bleach dipping. Hey, Sean, I've got all the White Dog moonshine. It's like 184 proof, 92%. Nothing can live in that. There ain't nobody gonna do jury duty, Hugo. It's like, bing. It's like, are you kidding? I've not heard from D, Linda. I'm sure he'll surface. One of two things. Sometimes he likes to bug out in solitude. He loves being out in the country. I'm fearful of the countryside. I'd rather be in a ghetto than out in nature. Or number two, I suspect he's making good money right now. He's making good money right now. I masked yesterday. Well, Joanne Fabric giving away the material and supplies to make the mask for free. Interesting. We have Missy Jen's had them here for a while. We have the N95. I haven't worn it, but I suspect if things get worse, this is the 3M the N95s here, but she's had these for a while because of her. So if things get worse, you'll see me with this baby on out there for darn sure. I'll have that. Yeah. Sick of washing my hands. They're dried out. You got to use get some Lubriderm on them. Okay. Cambridge is one place that did the testing of mass. Okay, what a great virtual town by 11% of the market and great news for America. Yep, there you go, Sean. It gives us a one-day reprieve anyway. Has the hidden warbler. My only got a horrible bruising wearing a mask and goggles at work. Well, I guess given a choice between life and death, J.A. says the virus can go through that mask. The N95 is the state-of-the-art mask. Sorry. Not true. $3M, baby. You can go to Smart and Filter and see articles. You must wear goggles, man. I'm gonna be the tranny in the bubble out there. The bikini bubble ball on the streets. Is rubbing their nose raw? I'll bet that's a killer, Julie. I'll bet that's a killer. Yeah, wear a body condom. Let's face it, guys. I mean, if our number is up, our number is up. I use that now every day for the last. We never had MERS, SARS, Wuhan. That's cool, Sean. I'm going to use my GoPro full face snorkel mask. I have to go outside. There you go. Got my sanitizer. Is that good? Probably. I mean, I can just dip my hands into the White Dog alcohol here. I've got mason jars full of that crap. And in another couple days, the shelves are going to be so full of sanitizers, and they'll be clearing off dog biscuits and cat toys and little feathers. to play with Twinkle, right? They're going to be clear. Get that shit off the shelf, man. Put those damn. Get that crap up on the shelf, man. I want this whole shelf to be hand sanitizers. You got me? No, don't waste time putting stuff off, son. Get it all off. Just throw it into a cart there. Just go down, but clear the shelf. Okay. Hot Frog sanitizer brand, and it had it had hairs. Quarantine. It's going to get a lot worse if you're like, I would tape it to your face. Now remember, some of us, we don't know who it's going to be. Some measure of us are going to have the virus and never be symptomatic. But we're still excellent spreaders to other people. Some people will have a very mild form and they will not seek medical attention. They will figure it's just a seasonal flu. It never got worse. A day or three later, they feel better. They're still shedding and in the shedding phase and things. Okay. Some measure people are going to get very sick. And of those, some are going to pass away. We just don't know genetically lottery who it's going to be. So just do the best you can. Don't be close to people. I hand money now. I don't need change. It's okay. The 7-Eleven guy up here is like, oh, this is the greatest time in the history of 7-Eleven. Nobody wants change. Right? I'm counting out exact change before I go in. Power and positive air supply is the only one. Yeah, Sean, probably they're running out of money in that. Never any virus. Good for you, Sean. That's excellent. Good deal. Good deal. N95, baby. It's a new world. Give me all your money. On the bank robber's heyday now. Could you get a description? What? Could you get a description of the robber? I don't know, man. He had a mask on. Oh, okay. Hey, help me. How you doing? Swim fins early. We're with my snorkel. That's it. Grab a dish and make like a fish. Those will be infected or those already infected. So Opiami, you don't think that there can be any additional spread, huh? You don't think that people can be vectors like these kids coming home from spring break that were in Florida? You don't think that they can do any other spreading of it? We just see that there's always like a geometric, an exponential. They had the curve of every country, and they had it on whether the cases doubled in 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. And like the United States is like on a 3-day, a little bit worse than a 3-day doubling of cases. It's not in the good part. Korea's over on the other side. And, some other places. Yeah, I'm thinking of, Missy, I'm a universal donor, O negative. I'm thinking about donating blood. I can go up to airport, over to Airway Drive here to donate blood. My big issue with them is that I have deep veins, and the last time was a disaster. To try to donate, but I may try again. I may get super hydrated, drink water for hours, and just get everything all pumped up, and then go give them a shot to get it. Yeah, I've done it before. I've been a blood donor many times, but the last time was traumatic. Well, I don't need to get paid for giving plasma. I would donate to Plasma HX, but it's a good thought. And bless you for all you do, HX. So I may try to do that tomorrow. That might have a feel-good factor. And donate a kidney. How about a lung, Hugo? I only need one. How about one boob while I'm down there, huh? Jeez. My ceiling fan just stopped working. Oh no! Anything is 3 times the video wide is considered aerodynamic. Yeah, I get free crackers and I get some juice. I need to have somebody super competent though, and I need them. They should be using a vein light, one of those blue lights that they can put over and see a real good one. Okay, that's the key. No, I'm waiting for the parts still. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and go to the damn laundromat and do Missy Jen's and my laundry. Throw it in, sanitize, wait in the car, go in, take it in, put it in the dryer, sanitize, wait in the car, and then get it out. Yeah, Venus lights are dope. That's what I want them to use. I don't want to be, I hear you, Craig. I don't want to be a pincushion again. God, that was awful. That was 2.5 hours of 5 different tries, 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So I think the trick would be to drink a lot of. I know it was a horrendous day, HX. I wouldn't mind doing it again, but I want a level of competency. I don't want to hunt and peck. Okay, I don't care about the needles. That doesn't bother me, but I don't want to be so rammed with needles and another person comes over. Well, they're like, Rosie, you're O negative. We really don't want to let you go. you're a universal donor, right? Anybody can use your blood in a spot. No need to type, cross, and match. Just go. All right. Okay. Well, what we'd like to do, with your permission, we're going to go for your left arm now. And I'm going to try myself. I'm the senior draw person here. And let's give it a shot. I'm sorry. Well, look, I'm going to give one last idea, Rosie. I got Julie here. She's like a pro. We call her the vampire here at the blood center. Let's give her a shot. Okay. And then after that, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I tell you, get one stick, no digging, get the anesthesiologist. Wow, Missy, I've got to have the blue light. You know, that's the only way. Yeah, Opiami, you want to be careful. There's some statistical quirk that says A-type group blood may be slightly more susceptible to. Joe Smith, you take care. Get plenty of rest. Okay? Minimize your outside contact. I want you on my chats for many years to come. Healthy, funny, laughing about old Baltimore. And you know, honey, us Baltimore old war horses, we never go away. Okay. We got good times to talk about. Shopping on Howard Street, Hustlers, Stewart's, Hochul Cohn, the Heck Company. We got a lot to talk about. Okay. Wuhan Delight. I'm curious, Opiami, what, and I like you. I mean, I think you're a cool person. What is it what do you think that drives you to think it's overblown? No shade. I'm just curious. What is it that do you think that this is like a government drill, a weeding out thing? Do you think it's overblown in the sense that people aren't dying in measurable amounts that would make a difference to society? I'm just curious. Yeah, Goldie Cons, come on down. I'll put you to work. I don't know, Hugo. My mother had very small veins, so it's always been a problem. When I've had my plastic, my cosmetic surgeries, they would have to eventually get, they'd want to have some of the blood to mix with the fat that they pulled to enrich it. And it'd be a hell of a time. It'd take finally the doctor himself had to come in and do it. It was way too fast, exponential as a catastrophe. On which thing, the financial side or the medical side? Anyone thinks that it needs to look at Italy, Spain, New York, South Florida, etc. New Orleans. Look at California. LA is going to be a hot zone down there. Or your veins are hidden deeper for protection. Yeah, or Spain or Iran. Iran, they just stopped keeping statistics. It wasn't even statistically, it was just like, we're just FUKKED. Okay, drink lots of fluids before donating. I think I'll do that. Help me. I think I'll do that. I guess the death rate of this, Sean, is much higher, and the number of people that need to be hospitalized for it. Financial was creeping up like a thief. The virus was shock and all. For that, so I blew water, Gatorade, and Pedialyte. Good idea. I mean, I would feel good. I don't want to get infected at a blood center, though. So I would hope that they would be taking extraordinary steps to not breathing on me. I'm going to try to maybe donate blood, Lynn. What the hell? You can donate a stool sample if all. if all else fails. Jeez. Yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah, we're on the curve of doubling every 2.5 days. This is serious stuff. Do the math. 50,000. What is they? By Friday we'll have 100,000. By Sunday afternoon we'll have 200,000, and by next Wednesday we'll 400. Then we'll be broaching about 1 million by this time next weekend. So yes, I'm O negative, Lynn. I saw the picture of the corona testing. Let's hope that. Yeah, I do too, Julie. You really got me spooked now. But 60+ million infected in 2009. Yeah, I don't know, Sean. There's a lot of things that baffle me about this. But you'll never convince me otherwise. The economy was already heading into severe recession before this corona came along. This was just the pin that popped the balloon here. Everybody's still out running around. That's what I'm saying, Krusty. I told you today, I walked past the shopping center. Every spot is full. People are hanging in the laundromat, sitting on the tables, laughing, yakking. The sushi place has people eating sushi. The ice cream place, people standing around tasting flavors. And the liquor store, the sporting goods store, the soccer store, right? The football store. The phone store, they're all gone. Great guns up there. The Vietnamese place, people sitting at the tables like business as usual. And I'm thinking to myself, holy smokes. Good night, Craig. It looked like another day. We haven't, Hugo, the weird thing is, there's, yeah, I know, Lynn. So I'm going to try to get back on it. I stopped a couple years ago because I had I was on a regular donating schedule, but doggone, they were just having it was dig and poke. I couldn't take it. So I'll be going to the mall today, only two, but yeah. So that's what blew me away today. Yeah, I've not seen one, Janet. There's nobody on the streets. The can dicks closed down. So there's nobody walking their shopping carts and bags with cans. There's nobody around here. You guys know, you have sat here with me for years doing live streams. And what's one constant that we always hear? Hearing sirens every time I'm live, every time I record a video. You always hear sirens. I can't remember the last time I heard a siren here. The police calls have collapsed. There's no bar fights. Yeah, Sugar Cane's like, I ate fast food. Always nuke it. Clean that container off, whatever you get. Once you unwrap it, sterilize your hands, get it out of the wrapper, sit it on the plate. Be careful. Yeah, I'm still getting Cali police chases, though. Yeah, our police activity has just dropped. Good for you, Red Solo Cup. I feel compelled to, to donate. Homeless have really been starving. There's nobody to, well, they're well fed here. They're taken care of. But what do you do in a shelter? We got the Catholic family shelter here on A Street, with dozens and dozens and dozens of families that stay there at the shelter, and they're preparing their meals together in the kitchen and eating. you guys know the Mission downtown on 6th Street. We know it like the back of our hand. They've suspended the church preaching service, but they're still feeding people and sleeping up in the bunk beds up there. And we have the Samuel L. Jones shelter here, which can hold, I don't know, 300 people or something. Yeah. That's what my boyfriend, there's no cop. There's no cops. I haven't seen a cop in the hood, man. I'd see a cop every day. I mean, even the fire calls. Where are the fire trucks? My only complaint is people are driving like maniacs because they see an open street. So they're doing 67 now. A child's going to step out one time and get nailed, and that's going to be a real tragedy. That's the ridiculous aspect of it. So, man, the wind beats your back. I leave my box to the left side, wear gloves, and then I'm scared not only for me. Yeah, that's good. What we do is we wear gloves, we open it up, we pull the contents out, we then remove our gloves, get some of the sanitizer, the chlorine, wipe down the box, rewash and clean our hands and wipe them down again. And then we believe we're good to go. Yeah, the dogs aren't barking. Yeah, tomorrow the garbage trucks will be here at 6 a.m. The guys still drop the garbage cans from 8 feet. Boom. They hate everybody that's sleeping in at 6 a.m. Shoot. Boom. They do the straight drop from 8 feet. Every can. Every can for 9 years I've been here. Every Wednesday. Boom. When the healthiest thing you can do, you put it in the microwave. There you go, sugar cane. How you doing, William? Nice to see you. That's funny. So you got to be careful. I mean, you know, Missy's health compromised. Many of you are health compromised. You cannot take a chance. Yeah, the drop can story. They still do that. The guy has anger issues. He'll back down the alley here. Beep, 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 beep. He'll hit the brakes and they're all grabby once in a while. Real loud. He'll get to the end. I swear to God, there was a woman. There was a beautiful brunette down there that had a gorgeous figure. She was about 45, just stunning. And I know he was in there banging her. He'd be like 20 minutes, right? And then the truck would come back out of the alley again. And every can, don't put it down just like a straight boom drop. So half the cans went this way on the ground, the other half that way, run over them, and the lid's now torn off the top of the can. The man is just angry for whatever reason, okay? I mean, it's just the way it goes. Take a class, they do the same in Florida. They're angry. They start at 4:30 in the morning. They've probably been drinking a little bit at night, drinking a little bit in the rig, 6 a.m. That is something really special about that 5:30 a.m. in the morning beer. Hoo-yah! That 6 o'clock bracer. Hoo-yah! Yeah, I bring my lunch to work. Never seen him get out of a truck. Never seen him when the can falls over and it's blocking the road. Never saw him make a move to straighten it out. But the latest twist is the grabby brakes when you're backing up. He knows if he hits the brakes backing up, and this is a season, if there's the slightest little bit of moisture in the air, and he starts the route right here. He knows when he backs up those brakes, he'll be like, they'll be like, Janet says, why does Trump have to talk at every briefing? I don't know why, Janet. Why does Nancy Pelosi have to be the Speaker of the House? She just hates America, plain and simple. I'll lay it out there, and I'm apolitical. She is a CUN whatever. She's the worst thing that ever happened to this nation in spades. God, I can't stand that. God, I can't stand that wench. God, what a witch. What's that? Abortion funding and everything else. This a-hole wanted to put funding in for the Lincoln Center of Performing Arts in New York City. Are you kidding me? We're in the middle of a pandemic, dumbass. All of your little pet projects. Are you kidding me? Boy, I was very neutral on that person, but I didn't care one way or the other. But after seeing, she's not helping people. You're not helping the people by donating to the Lincoln Center or the Performing Arts, okay? She's not doing a damn thing to help people. She just wants to wreck America so that Trump won't be elected. I'll put it out there. That's her whole disgusting game plan. She wants to see this country fail and go down the tubes so that the next president will be Democrat and will be able to appoint liberal Supreme Court justices. That's her whole game plan. And it became clear today. She's a vile human being. She doesn't care about the people. She cares about politics. Even her own family can't stand her. Her brother was a nitwit. The mayor of Baltimore was a jerk. In the 1968 riots, he hid under his desk while we're downtown in the ghetto with police coming in on horseback with billy clubs beating the hell, cracking skulls. He's hiding under his desk. I'm traumatized as a 10-year-old watching this unfold in front of my on the steps of the row house there. The whole family was nothing but a bunch of loons. Up to their elbows in machine politics, graft, corruption, payoff, unions, dirty as could be. I held my tongue on her for a long time till I saw some of the goodies that she wanted to stuff in there today. And I hope Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell say, oh, hell no. Sad. Just my opinion. I got a right to it just like you got a right to your opinion. She know more hobnobs with the people than fly around the moon. Her and her husband have lived entirely off the fat of the land, just like Dianne Feinstein. Military contracts out the wazoo. Well, anyway, let's take the upbeat route. Yeah, I'm not political, but when my country's future is at stake like it is now, I start to get real interested. I start to do the Cliff Notes on the whole deal, and it's a really stinky situation. The thing that piqued my interest when Mitch McConnell, when he came out and said, you know, we were getting along good. For the first time in a long time, we were getting along good across the aisle. We were having real cooperation between Democrats and Republicans, and then all of a sudden Nancy Pelosi showed up. And everything went right down the toilet. Isn't that interesting? So all of a sudden she wanted to drag out the kitchen sink. And a simple bill to give immediate relief people grew to 111 pages of pork projects. Amazing. People wonder why we can't get targeted relief and just get the checks into people's hands because of all this stuff. The arts. You can go to the United States Senate. You can go to C-SPAN. They have the archives of the currently tabled bills that are up for votes and things like that. You can read them. You can also see them annotated. They do a Democratic version read through, and then they do a Republican read through. So you get both takes on it. Okay? And you can see that what 3 days ago was a simple bill has now become a monster of special interest. Now, if we're helping corporations, we are helping people because they're the ones that employ people. Okay? They're the ones that have the good paying job. They're the ones that are best equipped to take the money and distribute it. Yeah, Senate, C-SPAN, they also have www.usgov.org, and they'll have a special link for Senate, for House of Representatives. You can see bills that are currently in camera, which means they're being considered, the ones that are on the floor of the Senate, the ones that are currently being debated. And you can actually see from points in time how they grew. But that's enough of that. Yeah, 500 billion is okay for corporations. I'd give them $1 trillion right now because their survival is more important right now, that they survive and be able to keep people on employee roles, than the slob at a Chicago back office hack politic place that wants a block grant so that they can do underwater basket weaving at the YMCA. Yeah, I consider it a lot more important. I consider corporations the backbone of this nation. Yes, I do. And they're definitely worth saving with a ton of money, whatever it takes. You want our Boeing to go down the tubes with all the avionics? In the crazy world we live in today with threats from China and Russia, you really want some of the most preeminent aerospace and defense companies to go down the tubes so I can worry about some a-hole, one of Barack Obama's cousins, so that he can have $100 million block grant to give out his graft and corruption around the streets of Chicago? I'll give that money to Boeing every day of the week, and Northrop Grumman, and Raytheon, and Lockheed Martin. Because I know at least they'll be slightly more responsible with the way they spend it. But that's just my opinion. That's just mine. We respect everybody's opinion. But I'm so sick of corporations being bashed in this country when they're the biggest generators of wealth in the United States, and prosperity and innovation and technological advancement. Let these Democrats get control and it's just right down the tubes. Because they never had to go out there and earn $1. What did Nancy Pelosi ever do? Corporations are responsible to shareholders, and that makes them automatically responsible. Block grant people are responsible to nobody. Nobody ever checks on them to see how it worked. They're not accountable. They don't have to answer to anybody. Where's the money for the Lincoln Center Performing Arts? You think it's going to go to the performers? It'll have the Board of Oversight, the well-played Lincoln Center Philharmonic Orchestra. It'll be a mighty slim playbill coming up. But they can entertain people while the Titanic goes down. That's good. That's always worth it. I don't see the little guy getting screwed. I think people had a great run in this country since 2008. I didn't hear anybody complaining about things with a 3-point whatever unemployment rate, jobs everywhere for the taking. I didn't hear a lot of squawking. I saw a lot of lazy people that didn't want to work. A lot of people living off the pork of free government money. But that's just me. I rarely talk politics, but boy, did I get an education in the last 2 days. That was an eye-opener. Now, for me, that's just one person I dislike in politics. That's not bad. As much as you dislike Donald Trump, I dislike Nancy Pelosi. Because she has a political agenda of ruining America to seat her Democrats into power. Okay. A lot of people won't forget that. So if it was me, I'm the Republican. I'd say, okay, honey, we're just going to vote no, and everybody will know it was because of all the pork that you put into it. We're not going to do it. It's okay. It's all right. We all like who we like, and you have to respect people for their political opinions. I never cared until about a week ago. But to say the problem with America's corporations is no. Problem with America's lazy people. Problem with America was unions that sucked too much out of the country. Made America uncompetitive. Do you know the other day, I had a post office worker come up and I had a confrontation with him on the street because there was a truck parked in front of our post office, in front of our mailbox. As there always is, because it's not red marked, it's a legal parking spot. This guy took it upon himself to come out of his truck, walk up to the door, bang on the door, and tell me, I'm not delivering the mail anymore. Do you know whose truck that is? I'm sorry, I don't, sir. I don't know whose truck it is. Well, you better go find out who it is and tell them don't park there anymore. I said, well, if it's not that person, sir, it's going to be somebody else that's going to park there with their truck. We don't have a lot of parking. We have a ton of apartment buildings here with not enough parking spots. So the streets there's always somebody parked. Well, I'm not delivering your mail anymore. I called the post office. I talked to the delivery man, the manager of the post office. They're like, yeah, that's considered what's called a mountain route. I said, a mountain route? They said, yeah, all these people are unionized now. So they've got that classified as a mountain route, so they don't have to get out of their vehicle to put the mail into your box. I'm like, wow. So the guy's like, basically, I have no pull. This is symptomatic of the problem of America, the lack of accountability, the lack of sense, the lack of fidelity that used to characterize the post office has totally disappeared. Nobody has any pride that works for the post office anymore. Just my experience. You know what the manager said to me? If you ever have a problem, I'll deliver your mail. I thought that was pretty cool. We haven't had a problem with our mail since. That's sad. That was the unionization of the post office. That's what wrecked the United States Postal Service. God, can you imagine that? Classifying that as a mountain route. The most urban area in Santa Rosa is classified as a mountain route. My post op, man. We always give the post. We always give a Christmas card with money. We take care of people. You know, but I certainly got an eye opener when I called the manager of the distribution center. It was a sad day, and this is symptomatic of why America went downhill. Because pricks like that would negotiate contracts so that people wouldn't get their mail. So that this person wouldn't be the slightest bit inconvenienced to just pull on the driveway for a second, get out. But he had time to come up and knock on the door and engage me and tell me, like, I'm supposed to go figure out who parked in front of the mailboxes. Are you kidding me? Whatever happened to the mail must go through, neither snow, nor rain, sleet, nor hail, nor dark of night. You want to see the decline of America? There it is right there. Now they can't even get the mail in the right slot. How many of us are now taking mail? This is yours. This is supposed to be yours. And, oh, I got your mail here. They don't even do a competent job anymore. Sad. Sad. Another eye-opening experience in this whole mess recently. I never disliked Barack Obama, Janet Fields. I have nothing against him. I was not in favor of the Obamacare, but I liked Obama as a person. I never spoke ill of the man. I thought he tried to be a good president. That was my take on it. It's always been my take on. For me, if my president's elected, no matter who it is, Jimmy Carter, Obama, Trump, I always try to get behind him. That was a tradition when I was growing up. We didn't think about the next election. We just thought, well, that's our president. I mean, my mother, she was a Democrat, city machine, Hubert H. Humphrey, Hubert Horatio Humphrey. She hated Richard Nixon so bad. But yet she supported, when tough decisions had to be made about Vietnam, and she supported him. We don't have that. We don't have that spirit of cooperation. And I thought the other day when they said, yeah, we were all getting along good, we were cooperating, we were close to a deal. The Democrats and the Republicans, it was like the good old days. We were finally talking across the aisle, and we were getting this thing done. And everybody was, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then who came along? Nancy Pelosi, with a whole different agenda that had nothing to do with the economic situation. To me, that was like a whoa, man moment. Oh well. Oh well. We got to be positive. We always have to back our president, whoever it is, and I always will. We could play Twister. Yeah, it's why I don't venture into politics and things. Because I'm a person that always wanted to think about the best of people who are in there doing the very best that they could. I never had anything against Obama. Nothing. You know? Sure, well, I don't know if that's tongue or cheek or not. She says, do you think the price of Easter candy will go down? I think the price of candy is going to be on a dramatic sale. A dramatic sale. That's all I can think. Well, you know, Janet, what about Hillary Clinton with Benghazi and, you know, partying the night away while they're fighting for their lives at the embassy? She was the biggest liar to ever hit politics. Commodity trading, Clinton Foundation. There was nothing ever clean about this person. I hate to say that. And that showed when she got drunk on election night and pulled all the people into the room and cursed them from top to bottom. Treated Donna Brazile, the campaign manager, like she was a dog. True colors come out. Doesn't president she wanted to be, and that was a scary ass thought. You know. Anyway, that was just you know. So let's talk about liars and things. Yeah, we can go deep on that one too. All the way back to the miraculous commodity trading and all that. Chelsea and. I'm not ranting. I don't rant. It's not what I do. I'm not a ranter. I never rant. I don't care. I don't care. Ultimately, economics always rules over everything. It sweeps politicians away. It sweeps away civilizations. It sweeps away dictators. It sweeps away communism, socialism. They all get washed downstream. Because economics is the great leveler of world history. Nothing stands in the way of free markets. They may be damned for a while. They may be redirected. But they always come through in the end. The stream always finds its course again and moves ahead. I want a nice chocolate bunny. I used to like those pecan logs. I don't know if y'all had Mary Sue. We had in Baltimore. They were called Mary Sue Easter eggs. I don't think, they were good. They were delicious. They were pecan. They were the nougat inside with the pecan. I still remember the jingle. I'm sure that if Joe Smith was here, she would remember it too. There's a treat that is funny for there's a treat that is sunny for your Easter bunny to brighten your Easter parade. 'Cause Mary Sue's better. Mary Sue, what is it? Mary Sue makes it with, using real butter to brighten your Easter parade. I don't know whether it was Mary Sue Easter eggs. Man, they were good. I love Zagnuts with the coconut on the outside. Oh, man. Yeah, I never talk about the way somebody looks, ever. One of the things, the hallmarks of my channel, I never talk about the way it looks. Because it's not consequential. It didn't, whether Chelsea was googly-eyed or whatever, ain't none of us models. The boss taught me that. Ain't none of us models. LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ, the chocolate rabbits I like. Remember how you get the Halloween? What a rip. This damn thing's hollow. God damn. Throw that thing against the wall, right? The Balmer chocolate rabbit. Damn thing. Yeah, Mary Sue still sells. I went to school with Frank Hine in high school. His family owned, nice Jewish boy, his family owned Mary Sue Easter egg, the whole shooting match. Nice Jewish boy, Frankie Hine. I know the cheap bastards. They would have a hollow every year. It was a hollow rabbit till Lindt came along. Lindt with the gold wrapper, and Joey D gave us. I think he gave us, or Joe Kane would give it the solid Lindt chocolate rabbit. What a joy! Crush it up and have various pieces. Kathy, I always felt cheated. I always wanted this solid one. So I would just take the thing in the wrapper. I would just smash the thing. Make the ugliest rabbit. I'd be like, my family would be like, wow, that's horrifying. That's the way it is. Oh man, yeah, I got the bulge. Yeah, that's what I did, Kathy. That's just the way it was. You had little candy eyes that were, break a tooth. Now I like to go down to Janet's after the holidays, just because she always had a crap load of orange peeps and purple peeps and yellow peeps, and I love that crap. I was buying my son a Game Boy for it when I was 7. This dumb movie changed Easter. The damn bunny had to bring more than the chocolate. There it is. Yeah, I don't think the last time I did Easter eggs was in 2013. I just started my YouTube channel in January, and in April I went down to Boss's house with Bobby, and Janet's like, we're dyeing Easter eggs. I'm like, wow, we dyed like 24 Easter eggs or something. It was pretty cool. We had a good time. Oh, I love peeps. I love to bite into that sugary marshmallow, and oh, it just makes me all tingly when I get a bite of that, and oh. Yeah, I like jelly beans too, but I like the little chocolate eggs. They were cool in the wraps, and liked having that green grass or whatever you'd put in the bottom of the basket. Yeah, please quit. Yeah, let's be respectful of each other, please, T-Bone, and let's keep it nice in here. We've been having a really good chat tonight, a good time. Yosemite Sam. Yeah, I hate that effing rabbit. Oh, I hate that effing rabbit. Yeah, I say, son. Be careful the chicken suit, huh? Peeps are fun to blow up in the microwave. I didn't know you could do that. That's nice. Baseball caps make nice Easter baskets for teens. That sounds good. Yeah, please, T-Bone, don't, Janice, my friend, please don't attack, please, okay? Janice, my best friend. So we might have differences on one thing, but we're friends. As are you, T-Bone. I just want you guys to break and go to neutral corners, and that's it. It's gonna be a weird Easter this year, isn't it? I don't guess they're going to do Easter egg hunts and things like that. I guess it's not. Well, I'm sorry, T-Bone. I just like people to, Janice, my best friend. Let's just take it easy. For me, let's just. She called him T-Butt. Yeah, don't call names, please, Janet. Okay, T-Bone's a nice person. One of my good friends is a lawyer for the U.S. We had some fights. Oh, I can imagine. Well, it's nice when you can still be friendly with people. You still have differences, but you know, life goes on. You still hang out. You do things. I don't. That's why I hate politics on YouTube. Exactly. But these are very extraordinarily times. No, Michelle Obama was not a man. It's not a man. Not a man. No, it's not. Michelle Obama is a female. That's one of those legends like, who was it? Gwen Stefani's T-Girl or one of them. How you doing, Dippity Doo? Yeah, agree to disagree. That's right. Oh, taking you to bed. Could you imagine that with Dee rocking, splitting the sheets? Dee, don't tease me. You're so luscious. Okay, well, thank you. T-Bone will understand. T-Bone's cool. We'll all be okay. I like T-Bone's. T-Bone's been cool. She's yeah. You can not like her, but you know, there's a lot of people that said that not a lot, but some people have said it was trans or something like that. So. Let's be respectful to our presidents and their families. Melania Trump takes a lot of crap. Although I will say, that tennis court did seem kind of ill-timed on the White House property. It just had it's just bad luck, right? Just when the tennis court's gone and everything's gone to crap in the world, it's like, woo! I don't know, Julie. I don't. Okay, Kathleen. T-Bone, if you're out there, I love you, brother. Don't, you know, don't just let's chill out. Let's chill out. T-Bone's pretty fun, but times it's hot times right now. There's a lot of. Is it Cheryl's birthday today? Let's see. Is it Cheryl's birthday? Yeah, I like the bone. The bone's cool. Is it Cheryl's birthday today? I'll be darned. She's hiding that from me. Hiding that from me. Where is Cheryl? Is she hiding in here? Cheryl, is it your birthday today? Come on. Level up with me here, okay? You know I'm going to sing to you. I need her to confirm and say, yes, it is. Shut up, Rosie. Don't do this or that. You got some splaining. Come on, Missy. Tell me if it's Cheryl's birthday today. Somebody tell me today if it's Cheryl's birthday. I love Cheryl. Come on, tell me if it's Cheryl's. Is it really your birthday today, Cheryl? She would never tell me anything on here. Right? I'd like to sing her a happy birthday if it is. Happy birthday to you. Happy pre-August birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cheryl. Ooh. We adore you. That's my Wikipedia. Happy birthday to you. I predict good times with Cheryl. We're going to, a lot of interesting stuff we're going to be looking up and checking out. Is it Missy's birthday? Damn, come on. Stop doing this to me. Never mind. I'm not singing anymore tonight. Oh, okay. I'm not on politics anymore. I love Janet's my best friend. Bone is funny as hell, and let's move ahead. Yeah, I like to keep things. I like T-Bone's funny as hell, man. I mean, and I love Janet, so I like to keep everybody. It's not easy. Not easy. Janet's feisty. She's tough as nails. She always is. Yeah, I can't put the clippers. I can't get another browser window open here. Sometimes I do want to bitch slap Janet. When you Baltimore Clippers, and when you Clippers from Baltimore. Yeah, this beer does make me laugh, Mucus. Why do we have birthdays anyway? I guess it's lucky we're still around, maybe, Opiami. Lucky we're still here would be my answer. We're not. It's better to be, above ground than 6 feet under. Like my grandmother used to say, at 98 years old, I'm still kicking. I'm still alive and I'm still kicking. No, Bone, you're fine. It's fine, Bone. I want you guys to shake hands and make up. So, no, I enjoy Bone in the chat. Bone's funny. But Janet and I got over 10 years, 11 years now. I've known that crusty broad for 11 years. It's hard to believe. Since 2008. That crusty old broad. She's going to slap me next time I see her. Do 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 ooh ooh da when you yeah, she's a crusty old Dutch, English Dutch. It's a Dutch in her. Hey, how you doing, hipster? Yeah. There's hipster, another one. They swore to me up and down the other day. Hipster was on a ventilator at Washington University Hospital in St. Louis, fighting for her life. I had my whole chat. I had to put the thing on private, hipster, okay? Because it just got so out of control. People are like, are you kidding me? Hipster, right? She's like one of the cornerstones of some of the greatest sayings in the Boyd, right? A Boyd commentator. And he's like, gone, man. Gone. She ain't going to make it. She's right in that age group. She's in the hot zone, man. She's gone. It's like, wow, hipster? Better get over it. 2020. Wow. I put the thing, do you see that I put that on unlisted? That chat, that's the only chat in the last 5 years I've put on unlisted, hipster. I know. But he was so convincing. And then the other ones came in, yeah. It's like, you didn't hear it came into some, it's like, hipster's mother came into the chat, right? Yeah, we reached out to Hop Frog to do to do a special video. What age group do you prefer in your chats? I think my chats, I would say, geared to the 30 to 75 age group. I would think would represent probably the midpoint's about 50 years old in the chat. So yeah, so hipster, congratulations on you now have immunity from the virus. It's all good. Go out and party and do everything you need. Yeah, 38 in the house. There you go, Lucky Beans. Yeah, I'll take the young ones. The seasoned ones. I'm definitely going to get it. I'm changing. Just be careful, okay? Just be careful. No, I don't think so, Hugo. Not my chats. Not mine. I got all of my. I've had my content marked from day one. Nothing of mine is for kids. I'm gonna grab another beer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my fellow Americans, we should be happy tonight because I just saw on Bloomberg that at least we have reached a deal tonight. So the people will be helped, and that will be a good thing. So it is a great day for America. Thank God, at least for the next 3 to 4 months as we work our way through this pandemic, that people will be able to pay their bills. They will be able to put groceries on the shelves. That's a wonderful thing. So I am going to lift a beer to those great American politicians in the House of Representatives in the United States Senate for coming together and doing your duty as representatives in this republic. On behalf of the American people, I thank you. Cheers, everybody. Hurrah! That's it. Okay, Bunny, do I have your pictures yet? And you know what I mean. Well, I think that'll be getting better, Janet, in a bit here. But then then we're going to have probably a real price inflation coming up when those checks hit. So if there's any chance you can put stuff aside now in bulk, it would be good. They're going to do something for Canada, Rhonda, right? I mean, 1 million people filed unemployment claims in Canada in just a week, so it's there. Jay Berlin, how you been? How you doing, Angus? Nice to see you tonight. We're hanging out. We're toasting the success of a stimulus package. Yeah. Inside, Angels flood America by sending $1,200 checks to many Americans, creating a $367 bill. And I would front run that money coming, because when that money comes, they're not going to be walking out the door with big screen TVs, new rims for the truck, lift kits, tinted windows, stereos. Some dummies will. Like I said, there'll be some measure of stupid people that will do that. But a lot of people are going to stock up on essentials. And we're going to have that second wave of grocery shopping. If there's any way you can front run that in the next week or two, you'll be doing a good thing. Okay, even if you have to use a credit card or something to kind of pre-buy if you see anything in the stores. I'm not sure, Joey D. I did not see the final thing. I just saw a notification on Bloomberg that the House and Senate reached agreement on the bill. So I'm glad that there's something for the people. There's something for the corporations. They're all important. People got to eat. Corporations got to be productive. Without corporations, we're nothing in this country. Without people, we're nothing. We need each other. Chef Boyardee, have you heard of those on that don't do? I believe, Missy, that they are attaching something to Social Security recipients. I think there's a bump in the amount that they're going to get a month. I cannot be sure, but that was the last thing I hope they removed the section some people had to pay the money back. I hope so too. I can't imagine paying back a stimulus check, so we'll see. Bill would direct payment $1,200 most American and $500 most create a fund lending program for companies, states, and cities and extend an additional $367. That's nice. That's a lot. That's a lot. Cheryl, does it say anything about those on Social Security or SSI or SSDI? Does it say anything about them? Yeah, I think it's got to be tax-free. I mean, I don't know why it's like a tax rebate. I hope it wouldn't be taxable. Yeah, I keep forgetting to eat fish. And if you're a Catholic, Mike, like me, hipster, you only need to on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. That's it. Good night, Red Solo. I didn't eat meat on Ash Wednesday. Remember, Dee was complaining. We went to a vegetarian restaurant. He had bad gas all night. Ooh, crackling rosy, do 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 do. Yeah, I'm a cafeteria Catholic. That's what I am, hipster. It's about time for my annual confession too. I got to go and do that again. I'm going to have to stand 10 feet away this time. And what did you say? I said, did I still jerk off to porn on Pornhub? I took $10 I saw sitting on a table. I'll report back on that, hipster. I'm sure you'll like to hear how that went. Last year, I thought the priest was going to fall out of his chair when... Hey, Charlie, how you doing, babe? Yeah, lucky priest, I know. Boy, did he... the guy was in tears at the end. What was the name of the church on the cover? What church? Two balls in a pole. What do you mean? What was the name of the church on the cover? What is it? Hey, it felt good, man. I felt like the weight of the world got lifted off. I felt great. I felt wonderful when I walked out of there. I felt like I'm only accountable for the bad, stupid crap I did since from February to February. Individuals making, we get the full amount. Okay. Red tube. I'm not sure. I just heard a train horn from 9 miles away in a jungle. I wonder if their business is booming. Interesting. Yeah, let's have a pool party, ladies. I'm going to bring the Dorito bikinis. Who's getting checks? Hey, look at Ravens. Perfect timing, baby. The wedding's coming. Remember, Ravens, if things do fall through, honey, I always got the rancho for you. I'm going to make you the new young queen, the Barbara Stanwyck. Right? The new young Audra of the Big Valley on the rancho here, honey. She's got to be young. She's got to be hot. Okay? The church on my video, I don't know what that was. Thank you, oh, thank you, Charlie Lynn. I'm honored to see you tonight, honey. I think they'll get something. There'll be something in their provision for a bumped check. Thank God my out of work to her daughter being. Thank God my daughter is out of work to her daughter being out of school. Okay, so Hugo's like, what about us millionaires? We have so many millionaires on Boyd. It's unbelievable. Brain surgeons, Indian chiefs, rocket scientists, nuclear physicists, right? Former Hollywood stars. They're all here. They're all here. Yeah, I'm not sure. You could probably, somebody will probably be able to. I'm sure. There's no way. Oh, that's it, Opiyama. You're sweet. Nancy has introduced a counter proposal that adds up to 2.5 trillion. Um, I don't know, Julie, how that's going to work out. Do you think that's going to pass across the Senate floor? I don't believe it will. I don't know. Um, Missy or Cheryl, did you see any provision for Social Security and Social Security disability recipients in that? Yeah, why does the National Endowment for the Arts need 300 million? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be self-supporting, right? Uh, is Raven still here? I needed to impress upon her. I need a young, vibrant, luscious, younger gal with strength, vitality to be the mistress of the rancho here. Okay? 300 million. Just wow. Don't be mad, hipster. You get the invite too. We can study contract law together. I'm going to make hipster my ranch queen of. I'm going to make her the division of rancho development here. We need to develop this property, hipster. We need to put this on a. We need to develop some cash flow here, honey. That's where you come in. Right? We need to get some. There'll be builders working for cheap, pouring concrete, foundations, architects. We need to develop this property into like a commune type of setting. We need like a horseshoe in the back so that we can have people pull in. And what do you think, honey? I need you to be the visionary of planning on this thing. Young, ideas, well educated, can do. What do you think? Little center court with the gas, propane pit, maybe a hot tub, something like that. So can have their social data used direct. So bill says tax Franklin Road. Hey, Katie, how you doing, sweetheart? Which are not included in the current vision. Well, that's a shame. That sucks. That sucks. Beneficiaries of SSI, which often benefits older disabled people in poverty, are not included in the current version. Now, why in the hell would that be? If you want to help the people, why wouldn't you give these people a chance to legitimately stock up and build themselves a little bit of a buffer against the food price inflation that's surely coming, and the possibility we still have a cataclysmic future coming up? Why would you exclude them? But we have 300 million for National Endowment of the Arts. No, Bella, I got no idea. That's screwed up. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine the AARP not being there in droves with their lobbyists. Because you know what? Seniors vote. And if you're going to have Social Security, you're automatically going to have SSD, Social Security Disability people. There's Raven. There she is. Honey, I need you to help keep morale up here on the rancho. Okay? I'm going to put you, you know, we're harvesting all this fruit. Ravens, you and me, you and I, we're going to get on the Dorito teeny weeny micro bikinis, and we're going to get out there with the fruit trees and the harvest. And we're going to make the labels of the boxes of fruit we harvest, right? the old generation and the new one coming. Irish babbler. Opium like you're an Irish babbler for sure. I can't help it. Look, I can like some of these gals, right? What the hell, right? I can't help it. It's spring. You know, T-girls fancy turns to love, right? Yeah, hipsters like, woo! Hipsters like, it's so nice to have hipster off of death row. I still can't believe the number of people that flooded the chat that hipster is hanging on by a thread. You know, one of the early casualties. So you can look it up, man. Young woman on life support. Jeez. Yeah, teeny weeny. I know, hipster, and you all being all cute and young and everything, and then, you know, in one foot in the grave, right? I do. It's getting close to spring fever. What's going to happen to me is the first time, and I'm going to be out in my Marilyn Monroe-y and everything, bikinied up. As soon as the sun comes out and we have a day that's warm outside, and I'm not working on the Lisa Marie, and I can go record some fun stuff for the Rosie McNamara channel. Yeah, I want to have a compound, hippie. Times are going to be tough, and if there's a place that people can come to and live in a commune setting, the only thing I ask is that they cook my dinner and clean up. That's all I ask, right? Take care of the old broad. All right. So I don't ask you to do my nails. I don't ask you to get that little chooch and scrape the bottom of my feet, right, to get the dead skin off and the calluses. I don't ask anybody to do that. I don't ask you to buy my beer and keep it cold, right? I just ask you to come and enjoy. Share the good times. The boarding house is going to come back in a huge way in America. I want to have that big table, 10, 12, 15 people sitting at that table. I want Ravens to go out there with her tie top up there and her Daisy Dukes and her little boots, and I want her to ring that bell, ding, diddling, 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 and her pigtails. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the boys will come running. Oh my God. No, hipster, that wasn't to Bergsy. That was to Melton. And he flipped out. He flipped out. Right, yeah, you called dibs. Remember that, hipster? It was Melton John that flipped out. He was talking about, I can't get laid. He was saying something like, I don't have a scrotum or so. I don't know exactly what he's like. I don't know. He didn't have a sack or something. He was, I don't know. I didn't get the whole thing. Or something, somebody, his sack got crushed or something. He couldn't do something. Or I don't know what it was. But I said, hey, man, why don't you, like I did. I was in a boarding house. And there was students at the Maryland Institute of Art, and they were like down with whatever you wanted to do. If you're like, yeah, your art is great, man. This is like, this is. I was like, wow, this is something. This art. You really like it? Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's really cool looking. Oh, that makes me so happy. Hey, you want to go out and get something to eat? Yeah, let's talk about art. Yeah, let's do. And, that night, splitting the sheets, right? The boarding house. I mean, it's great. So I'm telling Melton John, this is a great way, right, to meet girls and be social and tell jokes and make it. Because if you make a girl laugh, I mean, they love that. Guys don't understand that. You make a girl laugh and feel happy. They love to laugh, right? And it's like right in, I know it's going to be chic. I'm telling you, hipster, what's old is new again. And it's going to be a replay of the 1930s. There's going to be the boarding houses, and it's going to be rocking, There'll be ladies' boarding houses, ladies only, and traveling salesmen, right? Nobody will be in hotels. It's going to be amazing. I don't know. The guy said he got his, I don't know, somebody, I don't know, Melton said, I don't know, he said it was like one of the old kick me in the nuts guys in Vegas or something happened to his scrotum or something, and he couldn't, I don't know, he felt socially inadequate or something, and he was like, I said, you should be in one of these, like a boarding house, and you meet a lot of people, you have your meals together. That'd be all right with me, Ravens. That'd be just fine. I'll work out something, Ravens. Don't you worry, honey. I'll get you dressed. No worry. You'll be right on the box of plums, right? For your health. Oh man, that's it. See, hipster understands it's a new world order, right? Hipster, you're smart. Your family being all lawyers and stuff, and jurisprudence, and and all contracts and real estate and whatever law proceedings, litigation. You understand? New world order's coming. You know that. Yeah, thick booty's fine. That's it's fine by me. I don't have one, so I might as well have one around, right? So, Daisy don'ts. Katie, come on, honey. I'll tell you, if I was a lawyer now, I'd switch gears. I'd go into the dean's office. Say, hey, Rosie, what are you doing? You wanted to be you wanted to go into family law. Yeah, but now I got a sudden urge. I want to go into bankruptcy law. I had a dream last night. I have a calling to go into bankruptcy court. Well, you got to take an extra couple court. No problem. I'll take them. I'll take night school. I'll do whatever the hell I got to do. I got to get into bankruptcy law now. It's going to be hot. I'm telling you, hipster. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. That's all right. I like a nice butt. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Don't you feel like hipster? Why don't you ask your dad? Ask him, say, this kooky guy that thinks he's a woman on YouTube or just confused, doesn't know what the hell he really is, but was talking about whether bankruptcy law will be big time coming up. Big booty Judy. There you go. I like that. It's nothing like a nice butt. Nice big butt. Oh, he just basically does divorces. Well, there'll be plenty of them too, hipster. Let me tell you, it won't be far behind bankruptcy law. The divorce, like Real Housewives of Orange County, right? Frederico comes home. I've lost my modeling gig. Frederico, pack your shit, move out. I thought I had love. You don't love me anymore, Frederico. I can't afford to carry you anymore, man. It's over. Why we have to split? We can live on love. I can do things for you. Uh, Frederico, it's a new world order, my man. Pack your shit, get out. That's it. What will your next video be about? You'll have to see. They'll be coming out at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning, which they usually do. Until my booty looks like two Volkswagens trying to pass each other from behind. Woo! That's it. That's it. That's it. I'll be the booty judge around here. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna be talking. I don't know. I can't even remember what it's gonna be about. I think one of them is a rant. I got two coming up. One on Murphy and one on O'Kelly. I've been asked to address a lot of different topics that I'm trying to do here. Some of them are economics going forward. I can't remember what the one was on. Can't remember what the hell the other one is. So it looks like, yeah, so. So let me just say tomorrow, I'm hoping earlier in the afternoon, maybe 4 o'clock I'll leave. If the weather's decent and sunny, I'll go up to Healdsburg. The shops will still be open. We'll be able to look around and assess what's going on with the street level up there. And then we'll go down to JK NoCal. We'll see if we can stream snipe JK NoCal in Windsor down there. We'll look around there a little bit too. Don't spread yourself. Your comment, Murphy. Oh, thank you, T-Bone. I appreciate that. I'm trying to put up things that people are asking me to talk about. We've got a different road ahead, and I'm trying to keep people ahead of the curve on food. And the next big wave, as I've said, is people that get these checks now. They're not going to do what the government expects. They're going to get out there and buy necessities. And I also posted a thing on my Murphy community page tonight. The companies are starting to hoard, not companies, countries are starting to hoard food. We got to be very careful about this. This is why we have to watch commodity prices, soybeans, wheat prices, meat. That's the canaries in the coal mine that'll tell us if food inflation is going to be ripping along here. So if I can have people load up before the checks come, that's good. Good. Good time to build that. Yeah, just, Janet, I don't know. Are you going to put a chicken coop on your place down there? Yeah, some are going to buy lift kits for trucks. I know, man. And some are going to get enhanced Bose stereo systems for their trucks and boom boxes in the trunk, and it's sad. So was expensive. Okay, good for you, T-Bone. We had plenty of meat because people really don't buy a lot here. So I got that cut Mexican flank steak. It's really delicious. I separated it into individual bags. And then I'll thaw it out and fry it in a pan. So I'm doing like a keto now. And it's nice and thin sliced, so it slices up really good. And then I cut it up. I put a little bit of soy on it. It's delicious. Delicious. I'm glad I stocked up and capping off my pan. Good for you, Katie. Yeah, we did get some chicken legs too, so... Yeah, chicken coop. C-O-O-P. T-bones were sold as settled. Whoa, boy, T-bones settled for... I don't even look at steak. I got no money to buy steak. For... settled for ribeye. I think we're going to have some, we're going to barbecue some chicken legs, I believe. You have room for, I have room for a hen house. I have room for a commercial chicken egg operation here. Okay? I got plenty of room on the rancho. I got a huge piece of land out back, which is rare for this ghetto area here to have an open piece of land. So there's plenty of room back there. But I need to secure the property, right? Because I got, punks and things that live in the apartment house behind that'll hop the fence. So I'm thinking about getting taking the 8-foot fence around the backside now. Luxury quarantine 500 comes with 24/7 nurse. Wow. Is the nurse good looking, Julie? Yeah, Opie, I mean, not eating steak in years. What is it? We usually will get chuck or something like that, and, or we do the rancho cut. What do we call that? Come on, Janet, help me. What's the rancho cut? The one that we have all the time? Damn, I forgot what the hell it is. Yeah, build a wall. I need this tri-tip. Thank you, Cheryl, the tri-tip. I need this. That's the weak pin in the operation, right? That's the weak spot back there. That's where the hordes will come over, the zombies will come over the fence there. They'll be pulling the fence pieces off of it and stuff. Yeah, the tri-tip. You have the rancho cut. So I don't think I had to pay 300. I had to put a length of football field down one side. That was expensive as hell, plus the wooden gate. So then I got to do, that's 150 feet across there or whatever. So Costco has good tri-tip, yeah. I'm not a Costco member. I've talked to Jen. I've said, do you want to get another? I've just lightly brought up the topic. George is getting a little old. He's now past me, right? So I'd like Jen to have another dog here, like a big ass German Shepherd or something. Something that could tear the sack off somebody came over the wall at night. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. There was a chance she might have gone to Germany, but with all this stuff coming down, I don't know, I'm not one to press people, right? So I'm not sure about a Doberman. I even think a nice lab is good too. I'm not sure about a pit bull. We're still paying $3.15 a gallon here, JJ. So we'll just have to see. I mean, I just bring up the topic, but I don't want to, if she's going to eventually go back, which she may not. I don't know. I can't travel. I can't travel with Spike in the car, right? Spike weighs more than I do, and he's like, I'm sleeping in the back, and Spike is like, so, be up to her. I don't push people, so. Do you know in the spot market gasoline was has been hovering around 50 cents a gallon? Well, the thing is, T-Bone, an Australian sheepdog, it'll protect her, but not me. Shepherd, they're a good guard. They will think twice about climbing your fence if you have a big dog. Exactly, Scuff Life. Exactly, especially one that roams around and has nice quarters outside, nice comfy place to sleep in at night, and his ears perk up. Ding! Fresh meat on the rancho. Ding! Dun, 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 dun. And put yourself out there. See, you have to protect your ass always. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty much what happens, Joseph. So I don't know. I gotta live life. I gotta enjoy life. So unconditional. That's it. Uh, Anyway, guys, it is 11 p.m. I've got to be up and at 'em tomorrow. I think if the weather is decent tomorrow, I will be on the road. I may actually get something to eat tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be in Healdsburg. I don't know if it'll be in Windsor. I feel like I want to support somebody now, but I'll have my sanitized things real good. I'm not going to be drinking out there. I'll have my own sodas or water and all that. So, yeah, one day I'll actually stay at home, Janet, but that would drive me absolutely out of my mind. Thank you. No, I don't think so, Bob. That ship has sailed, man. That's done. This guy's sailing down the River Nye here and doesn't even know it. Anyway, thank you very much to my wonderful moderators, Missy, Cheryl, everybody else. Have a wonderful night, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. Bob, good to see you. Stay safe where you are, and maintain social distance. Very important, and keep positive. You know, this is a great nation in a big old world. So thank you, everybody.